now we in the game.
It's recording now?
Yeah. The main one's recording, so these would just be. So y'all be good. What's up, fam?
Chilling, vibing.
What's up?
Enjoying the weekend off.
Wait, are you off the whole weekend?
Oh yeah, I'm off the work. I'm off.
You just off, right?
This is my last weekend off for a whole month.
What's that gonna look like? You gotta be doing some work with the joint, or?
I got told Rick I'm about to drop a lot of gems on y'all podcast.
Word. I like the sound of that.
A lot of gems. It's a lot. It's a lot coming. A lot of good vibes and good gems coming, man.
Hey, y'all heard it. Hey, you know
what?
I was gonna ask that, my nigga.
And you crazy for talking about little shorty. You ain't never said her name because I know you said you weren't gonna say her names, but you the little story you're telling about the girl that you and your homeboys went to her crib. Yeah.
Oh shit!
I watched it.
Fam, is that not crazy?
That's crazy.
So that's wild, right? I thought I was the
But that just goes to show this the generation we live in. Like, you smashing her dude walk in, and then
they pinned
she
this
finish
nigga
you
to
off.
the table.
Then you finish her off like
they
they
didn't pin him. They sat him down on the couch. And
Nigga, that's what pin a nigga down mean.
One sat down on the couch and the other two stood by the door like this. How
So y'all bullied this nigga into fucking his girl. That's crazy.
Y'all bullied. Y'all basically gangbanged this girl.
They married now, so why is
It's even worse now.
They married now.
He married a girl. Yeah,
they got a kid in there.
They got married later.
Yeah.
That I guess he a rider. Whatever that means.
No. What did you say in the last podcast? You said if your girl cheated on you, would you be with her still?
He married this chick, nigga?
Yeah, they're married.
Marriage.
Do you not feel like shit, my nigga?
Marriage is crazy.
Ain't got shit to do with me.
Marriage is crazy.
What if the cornerstone
that's your baby though?
That's what nigga. What if the cornerstone of their marriage, nigga, was about you? Like, you know what? That time that Rick, that really changed our relationship.
You know what? That I'm proud.
That grew us stronger.
You a nasty nigga. If you gonna claim that, you a nasty nigga, man.
I'm glad I can be the reason why they're stronger now.
That's absolutely insane.
You don't even feel bad about that?
No, you don't.
No
remorse.
All right, look.
I said I learned from it. I said I didn't feel bad. I said I learned from it.
Look, as y'all can tell, we started off with the shenanigans.
Oh, yeah.
Already. By the way, if y'all looking for the bird view camera, it's right up top. Look on top of it.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you just pick which one you want to look at. Look here, here. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit off.
For sure that.
Especially if you want your solo. So, all right, we got, what's episode 8?
8.
So it's episode 8, right? I believe we're going with the Cheek and Rick podcast for now. We do not know the name yet. You know what I'm saying? We just rolling, man. We just enjoy having, you know what I'm saying, good vibes in.
Oh, yeah.
We got a special guest today. We got DJ YBK. If you don't know what that is, Young Black Excellence King. Yes. I was wondering what made you go with that? Like,
honestly, when I started hosting, I started off hosting parties my freshman year of college. And they were like, you know, what would you go by? And at first I was going by your boy Kobe. So YBK actually stands for 2 things. It stands for your boy Kobe, and then it stands for Young Black King. So it's an acronym that stands for 2 different things.
Oh,
okay.
So one, okay. So
one was started out when I hosted it, and the other became when I started DJing. And it all meshed well together.
I'm about to say hosting is, in a sense,
hosting really allowed me to have a one-up on a lot of DJs, because in this industry, you either gonna sink or you gonna swim.
Oh yeah.
No, that makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't know. We about to get deep into that.
The thing is that a lot of people don't know. The reason why I'm able to be in the position that I'm in is because a lot of DJs are afraid to talk on the mic.
Okay.
A lot of DJs aren't comfortable talking on the mic. A lot of DJs don't know what to say on the mic. So the one up I have is I'm able to do both.
Yeah.
So if I'm on stage and they don't have a host for a concert or a party,
you saying from a hosting's perspective?
Exactly.
Because them niggas be like, yo, turn the club up. But when it gets to some actual
imagine you going in the club and you hear the best song of the year. And you'll hear nobody talking while the song be playing.
That
be like,
makes sense. I didn't think about that.
You be like, well, the song is good, but you know,
because somebody got to keep the vibe.
Somebody got to engage.
And you know what? Actually, I've seen your stories now. I see what you're talking about because there's a few of your stories on Facebook and all that social media. I be seeing you leave the booth and you be going on stage with the mic and he just be interacting with the whole crowd. So I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So you trying to tell me right now is a lot of DJs don't do that, or they scared to do? They just don't know how to do it.
Can't, scared.
They're just there to play music.
Yeah. There's a lot of DJs out there, my nigga.
Yeah.
Give me a percentage, like
I would say,
like a scary percentage. Like these niggas are scared.
a scary percentage. I would say it's probably 25% of DJs are scared.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a
what's
juicy
crazy
number.
is what a lot of people don't know about this industry. A lot of DJs are introverts. Because you gotta think
I
about
can
it.
see that.
If you're in a club setting, you're not paying attention to the DJ. You're not going up and talking to the DJ unless you want a song played.
Facts.
Yeah.
So
true.
a lot of DJs don't have to come out of their introvert shell.
Oh.
They just stay to what they doing.
Yeah, and as many times I've been over in Indianapolis, over at Club Indy, that high-end club, a lot of them DJs, they're not interacting with the crowd unless you go up and request a song. They got a hostess 9 times out of 10. Even DJ Pauly D, we went to go see him. He didn't even interact with the crowd.
Because when he says it hits my mind like, but really does a DJ have to? But I do remember some laid clubs where I had the most fun and wanted to drink and all that shit. And it was when the DJ was doing his thing,
doing his
man.
shit, doing
and
his
I'm
shit.
talking about like this wild party. Like it got to so crunk where pills started popping out all time. It got wild. So I'm like, and DJ does matter. I just never thought of it. Hold on, so you out there then? Like if you talking like that, I'm guessing you like give me an idea of some of the places that you.
I would say, I'll give an example. On tour, we was in Detroit.
Okay.
By far,
Detroit. That's
by
a
far
tough
one
place.
of the roughest crowds I've ever dealt with as far as like getting people involved.
Yeah.
We came out
So
like, okay.
yo, fuck your music, B.
I'm like, damn.
No.
It was this girl, she was literally sitting on the barricade with her arm like this. I said, yeah, that's gonna be one of them nights.
No.
I know when I came, I'm like, it's gonna be one of them nights. They know what they came here for. They came here to see us, but they really came here to see Tink. So we got to come into the mindset that we have to get them engaged. If we don't, it's over with.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I know what I'm going to do. She got her arms crossed. I said, my goal is, I don't care about nobody else in the building.
I'm going to get her right.
But if I get her to dance, I get her to start singing, then I'm doing something right. So I told my manager, I whispered to my manager, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do something different tonight. Because normally we already have everything that we're going to do set out before we even get there. So we already know it's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay. I said, I'm going to do something different. She said, you sure? I said, I'm sure. We're going to do something different. Did something different. I did Young Dolph Preach.
Okay.
And then I went from Young Dolph. I didn't let them do acapella the first, the chorus. And then I cut it off. Then I let them do acapella When I See You by Fantasia. She went out. I said, we doing something right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
We got it. So yeah, it's big. It's big in our industry because
I like that.
You can't. It's like even in Chicago, and this was really like oh my goodness.
I would feel like
we went home.
Y'all should be easy, right?
It should have been easy. The reason big is because number one, he's from the artist that I'm official DJ for is from Chicago.
Okay.
So it's like. These is our people.
Yeah.
This is our home state.
That's weird.
This is like rocket science. Opposite.
So niggas be probably hating though.
It's not even just that, but you got to think everybody in Chicago feel like they're celebrities.
So they like, nigga, why I'm be excited about your shit when I'm probably a bigger celebrity than you?
Exactly.
That's nasty, nigga.
So imagine me going on stage. I went on stage, mind you. I went on stage and I once again try something different. I went on stage, I'm big dude. I'm talking about I'm hitting the big dude and all.
Oh shit!
You would have thought. You thought I played Baby You're a Song. You make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise.
They
didn't budge.
Damn.
They ain't budge.
That's kind of crazy.
They didn't budge.
All right, let me get some more of the more boring shit out the way. Then we're gonna get to some crazy shit. So, like, what made you want to start being it? Like, even go that route, being a DJ in the first place? Like, did
I'm always been curious about that.
Did you like from a young age go? That's what I want to do, or did it just happen by
honestly
random?
What sparked it? My senior year of high school. They had me host They had me host and pick out the music for the Black History assembly that we had at high school.
Really?
And that sparked it. It was like, okay, I never talked on the mic before.
Okay.
Mind you, I grew up in church. One thing about me, I tell people all the time, no matter where I'm at, anybody knows me know, I comfortably, I don't care who in the room, how big you are, how small you are, I'm going to talk about God. That's just me.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened. I ended up talking on the mic. Mind you, all these years of growing up in church, never not once talked on the mic besides when I was 3, 4, 5 on the Easter speech.
Damn, if it's been that long, you
So,
was hella nervous then.
I was like, ooh,
Didn't know what to do.
2,000 people. What else to say? But I had to engage. I had to step out of my shell. And then once I got to college, it was like, well, I done talked on the mic at high school in front of 2,000 people. I mean,
Right.
we doing college parties about the same amount. I mean, I'm good now.
No, that ain't shit now.
Hold on, so that was that one, and then there was a break in high school, or did like
After the Black History
days?
Assembly, it was a break. I didn't do anything else.
Okay, so in college,
That's when it
next
really
time.
picked up.
So how did they go? Shit, we don't have nobody to run it, or like did you go? Nah, I got you if you need me to do it.
It was more so when I got to college because I had the opportunity to run track when I got to college.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up calling my mom one day like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna do sports. I think I'm gonna just go 100% school, and then if I find something that I want to do along the way, then I'll do it.
Outside.
Yeah.
And once I say probably started in August, I say no later than October. I was like, okay, I'm gonna really take this serious.
Okay.
And it was a specific event. We had a block party. Mind you, this is
A block.
this is the crazy part though. I've never in my life experienced what I'm about to say until like it was crazy. We ended up having a block party in a church parking lot.
No, fuck.
What? Y'all messed up that church parking lot, didn't y'all? That sounds crazy though. Like what?
You know how people say all the time, well, you ain't supposed to be smoking out here. You ain't supposed to be cutting
Nah,
out.
for real.
Man, why I say they was blowing the whole weed plant in the church parking lot.
No.
Fam, if it's college, I can imagine niggas smashing on the side of the
Oh,
church.
100%.
They did.
Smashing on the side of the church.
I said, now how
how
y'all gonna ask for forgiveness now?
At all, you can't.
Fam.
You can't.
You done did.
Smashing on the side of the church.
That's
is crazy,
insane.
my nigga.
That's insane. That's insane.
That's the first thing that popped in my head when he said they did no church. I'm like, hold on, did somebody just?
And you judge me.
Because you got lit.
And you judged me over a fucking cemetery.
Wait,
That's worse.
Wait, so you really want to?
So you want to go there?
No, we
Really
no,
wanna-
go ahead. No, we ain't gotta compare. Go ahead.
They did.
Hold on.
They did.
So you did it on the cemetery, or you?
You did it in the car at the cemetery.
Hold on, nigga.
What? Wait. What?
I thought you said a chick did that shit before. You telling me you the one that smashed her on the cemetery?
In the cemetery.
You nasty nigga. That's strike 2. That's strike 2. Are you
I was
serious?
in the car though. The car is parked in the cemetery.
That's still not okay.
And
That's strike 2,
Them-
my
them
nigga.
people dead-
You getting your strike
Look,
fast
them
today.
people dead today, great out of hearing this.
oh shit.
Nigga, you smashed her in the cemetery.
I ain't never been that bold.
Hey, Pa, real quick. If y'all remember this,
I ain't never been that bold.
he said he met a chick. I think he said he met a chick that did it in the parking lot or whatever. And I said, yeah, that's wild. But, you know, if that's her thing, whatever. I didn't know he the one that smashed her in the... Yo, the more I learn about you, Rick, I'm definitely judging. That's
You
why.
got it.
That's why. Like, even the... here's the crazy part. Both of them shits is like low-key neck and neck. I don't
Neck
even
and
know
neck.
which one's
Talk
big.
about the girl and the cemetery. Yeah, it's wild.
Well, I
don't know who this guy is.
I'm a little bit better than him. At least I did it in the high school.
I got caught in
Backstairs.
Oh, okay. See,
Oh, you
know,
did
that's-
in high school?
doing it in the high school.
But this was crazy, though.
I got caught by the janitor doing it in
This
high
was
school.
crazy. The teacher that hated me most in high school
That's the one that caught you.
caught me.
Oh.
You know she shut
And
that
then
shit
look,
down.
hit me with the silent treatment too.
Oh, it was him? It was a dude.
It was a girl.
Damn.
She hit me with the silent treatment. Mr. Foreman, come on.
Was she an older lady or?
She was like 50.
See, those
She
are the
hit me with
ones
this one,
that
though.
hate.
I was going through our school day. I'm good. She ain't write me no detention. I ain't getting called to the principal office.
Nah, she
Got to the crib.
wax that ass.
Son, come here.
No.
I said, what's going on, Pops? How was work? I knew it was bad.
Oh,
What's going on, Pops? Well, your teacher called me.
Oh, you instantly knew right then and there what
I
was
said,
going on.
yep. Let me just go ahead and
Did he just get to work?
I hit one of these. I already knew what it was. I said, here you go. This is back in my younger days.
Oh, you take the phone?
Go on, here you go.
Take the shit.
Here you go.
Fuck, man.
Go and have it.
Damn.
I thankfully escaped the whooping.
I was about to say, nigga.
I escaped the
I
whooping.
don't know how you got
Oh, yeah.
I escaped the whooping,
Yeah.
but I didn't have a phone for 2 weeks.
Oh, I lost my
That's
phone.
it. Nigga, I would have got this stuff. Hey, okay, look, you give me that phone. Okay, that's cool. I appreciate you taking that step. Go outside, pick a switch. I want you to pick a good one. And if that motherfucker break, I'm gonna have
Get
you
another one. Get
Get
another one. Get
Hell
another
no.
one. Get another one.
Oh, fuck.
Get another one.
Fam, getting caught like to be honest, I remember. Okay, now this is a little bit of story time, right? This shit is wild, right? I think I cussed out my teacher or something like that. Said something crazy like, "Bitch, shut your fat ass up." Something.
Oh boy.
Right? So my brother-in-law, he's my big brother. He gets called in from my mom. My mom like, "Hey, I can't go over there. You got to go see him." And this nigga was like prior military.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
and you know you about to get embarrassed.
Yep.
Oh, it's over with.
This motherfucker come to my school, fam. And as soon as I come out the door, I'm like, oh shit. Fam, are we going home or nigga took me in the bathroom of the school.
And beat you down.
And beat me down in the bathroom, my nigga. And I'm trying my best not to Cause everybody like started crowding up outside the bathroom like, oh shit, and they all hear pow. And I'm just like just trying my best to hold in the scream. And one good time he got me, I'm like, oh shit.
No.
Hell, I didn't say, nigga, come on, man.
They didn't even help you.
Back then, it was cool to get a whooping.
It was
Yeah,
cool.
true.
Like the teacher, fam. I remember in my elementary year, the teachers would give the kids whoopings. Had a big ass paddle.
Nowadays,
They go to jail now.
Oh, yeah.
Nowadays,
100%.
people going to jail and
To be honest,
parents is turned pussy.
I wish
Mhm.
Nick, but you can still whoop the kids because
Yeah, they
right
need that guidance.
there's no fear, nothing. Like, and then the suicide rate is crazy high. Like they haven't dealt with any adversity.
I was so frustrated recently. A guy of mine, he's a teacher, and he said, "Well, yeah, I got put on administrative leave because I was disciplining the child. I told him, you want to go act out in the classroom while I'm teaching. Well, you can go sit out in the hallway.
Yeah.
And the teacher and the student want to go home and tell his parents, well, I'm ready to commit suicide because of this teacher. Now I'm on administrative leave because I'm too soft to understand that I can't be playing in the classroom."
You know what? Me and JT talked about that before one time. That you're right. The kids ain't got no fear these days. These days, these kids will fight grown ass adults these days, and they just do not. They don't care.
This man on administrative leave, not getting paid because
Disgusting,
your child decided to not tell you the full story. Now they fighting for their teaching job back.
That's
Man.
nasty.
That's insane.
I don't like
Yeah.
that, fam.
Nah.
Who the fuck want to teach these students then? Not the students. Who want to work for the schools if they're gonna do that shit and not at least? Fam, if you hire me, them niggas is working for
it's so
chips
crazy
and
because,
and a Coke.
you
You
would-
have niggas back.
You would think that it would get better over the years, but it's actually gotten worse. Like now, kids are starting off acting out and
Oh, yeah.
being nasty and boyfriends and girlfriends and
That
having
age, like,
sex and
I-
all
like
that
at age 10
in
and
middle
11.
school.
Okay. I feel like I gotta bring this up since we doing this, right? How do y'all feel about that one student that was trying to get their phone back from her teacher, even though she told her, "Hey, put your phone away"? She took it from
we're
her,
talking about
and then she started fighting the teacher, and the teacher beat that
the
ass.
shit out. Oh, I'm not mad about
What side are you on with that one, my
it.
G?
The teacher?
I believe.
Get it out.
I believe that
He ain't trying to get canceled. He's like, let me decide. I ain't trying to get canceled.
I don't believe that they necessarily should have fought them. But I would have probably said, sit your ass down, because you know what's up. You know you weren't supposed to have the phone. I told you put it up.
So you on the
instead of
teacher's
fighting, I
side
probably
then?
would have slammed the phone.
So you on the teacher's side?
You
You gonna slam the face worse?
Yeah. Because then if I slam your phone break, you ain't got the phone to get on.
I can see where it's coming from because I seen the video. The teacher she took her and put her to the ground, You could have just did that and like let it be. The whole punching her in the side of her face and shit and beating her out, I don't think that was necessary.
No,
but the moment you pick her and you scoop her, you slam her.
It looked like the old girl tried to slide one in on her.
Well, the teacher must have some hidden animosity because, yeah.
I'm waiting for it. She been waiting for it.
Ain't no taking the high road.
Oh, no.
Ain't no taking the high road.
No, I agree with that. The way I look at it is this, right? And I tell my kids all the time, you don't be disrespectful to no grown-up.
Of course.
One, grown-ups got grown-up strength.
Exactly.
You fuck around and get caught up, they gonna catch you. I fucked up like that back in the day.
Exactly.
And that's why I had respect. I'm like, hey, my bad, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But if a kid don't got the discipline to be respectful to grown-ups, they need their ass whooped. Like, hey, if you get caught off guard, cool. But now if you being bullied, that's different.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But if the teacher say, yo, don't do this, and you keep doing it, and then they give you some kind of punishment, if you get mad and be like, that don't mean something, I'm going to beat your ass when you get home if he don't beat your ass. Yeah. So, I mean, as a matter of fact, I might still whoop old girl's ass when she get home anyway.
Oh, 100%.
If that's me. So, I wouldn't even be mad at the teacher. At the same time, I understand, though, because, you know,
that's why I'm so appreciative of having parents that came from an old school generation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because certain things that you should be taught at a young age aren't being taught now.
Mm-hmm.
You got, and that's not a knock against the younger generation of parents.
No,
but at the same time,
I'm saying it's a knock. It's definitely a knock against y'all.
But at the same time, you have to understand that if you don't discipline your child, imagine them going out in the real world and they talk to their boss at a corporate America level.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna end.
It's just gonna be by.
See,
it's gonna be by, and if you try to go even further than that, you getting sued.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's something that should be taught.
So your parents were old school too. When was the last time you got an ass whooping? Like, what was the oldest you took your last? How old were you took your last ass whooping?
I would say probably my junior year of high school.
Your junior, that's about right.
My senior year of high school, it was more so. This is what's gonna be what. Okay, cool.
I was 20.
20?
I was 20.
You had to do something.
You was grown as hell.
Grown as hell. You was a grown.
I still
nigga had pubes on his face and everything. What did you do to be at 20 years old?
What did you do?
You had to do something crazy.
Because my mom's old school. As long as you live in my house, you're going to abide by my rules.
Of course.
Okay. But if you're a 20-year-old and you get your ass, so that means you did something wild.
I brought a bitch.
Look,
I brought a bitch there and she told me.
Why is it always something with you smashing a chick, my nigga? Go ahead and explain, because now, I'm back to that. What happened?
I've come to the conclusion that Ricky is a whore.
No.
And look him up on Facebook.
Stop. Chill out.
You want to get slutted out for one night only? Call on 1-800 Ricky Womack.
Oh fuck.
Fam. Okay, so you smashed her in the house.
Yeah.
And then she walks in or what?
You know what? I figured it out.
Did she walk in mid-stroke?
So listen. So I'm sitting there one night, me and her in the bedroom doing whatever. And the way my house is set up, like you hear something come to the kitchen.
Your house or your mom's house?
It was my mom's house at the time.
So I want to be respect to my
Oh, yeah. It was my mom's house at the time. I could hear a footstep. I was like, hey, you got to chill out real quick. All of a sudden, I hear my mom say, Rick, you good? I'm like, yeah. I hear my mom go to the bathroom.
Rick, you good?
So I told her girl, go hide behind the door, just in case she walks in.
Wait, hold on, nigga.
Hide behind the door is insane.
We not about to just slide by that.
What?
She said, Rick, you good because she knew something was up?
Oh, no.
She heard.
So you couldn't pick up on that?
Well, hear me out. Me and my mom didn't have this discussion after I got back home that night. I've never talked to my mom about this situation. I don't want to have this conversation with her.
Hey, yo, Mama Rick.
Oh, fuck.
Come to the pod. Now
So, she goes to hide behind the door. All of a sudden, I hear my mom come back. She's trying to walk to the door. She knocked on the door. She opens the door. She said, you good? I'm going to need the cover. Chill. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. She's like, did I hear Destiny in here? I was like, nah, you did it. She's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm positive. She's like, whose phone is that? I left her phone next on my bed, bro. I had 2 phones, and she's like, ain't that her phone right there? I was like, damn.
So, hold on. So, it wasn't that you was smashing. It's because you lied to her.
No, but here, it gets crazier. My mom says, ain't that her phone? I was like, yeah, she forgot here when she was here earlier. She's like, oh, okay. All of a sudden, my mom starts pushing the door open a little bit more. All of a sudden, the door stops. My mom starts, this door ain't moving no more. My mom opens that door and looks back, and she's covered up completely naked, trying to cover herself up, trying to hide like this behind the door. My mom looks at the door, she turns on like this. how's it going, Sean? I was like, oh, shit. And she was completely fucking naked behind that door. My mom looked back at me. She said, yeah, you're fucking in trouble when you get back. Take her ass home. I was like, oh, fuck. Got my ass tore up the moment I walked through that door that night.
Hey, Pod, let me ask you something. Are y'all noticing something?
What?
We got like a little I don't know what you call it. We got a little situation going on with Rick where
What?
every story kind of, you know, like, my nigga, are you all right over there?
I'm good.
He's horny.
I'm good.
Damn, Rick. So if you would have just told her the truth off the bat, would it have been okay, you think? If you say, yeah, she right here, we smash it, she right behind the door.
Probably, but I think it's because I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the day, growing up from like age 12 to like 18, I was an impulsive liar, bro. Like that was all I did all the time. That's what that time. That's why I got my ass whooped. I just lied about
the crazy part is, and that's why I put two and two together. If you would have just told her right then,
probably if I just told her the truth,
been all right.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. She behind the door. Can you shut the door?
You a nasty nigga, man. I just want to say that one more time. You nasty. You nasty, my nigga. Fam, I will never get over you having this nigga sat down while you smashing over. I will never get past that. Ever. That is crazy. Nigga, you heard my reaction when you first said it.
Tell your story.
I bumped into her at Champaign Market last night, too.
Yeah. We just gonna move forward. We gonna move on. We gonna move on.
I said, hey, what's up? We had a little conversation.
Yeah, we just gonna move on from this.
I'm off that.
We gonna move on.
So, I do want to understand this, right? Because I know seeing other people that are in that field, right, in your field as being a DJ, it's a grind. Can you explain, like, because I feel like people don't really understand the level of the grind it is. Can you break down, like, what it is, like, let's say working a week as a DJ? Like, how busy it gets? Well,
I would say now it's even more than it was probably about 2 years ago. Just for the simple fact, now I'm not only DJing, like I said, I came on here to drop gems. I'm also about to be an A&R. Which is basically reviewing music, sending music to major record labels for artists to get reviewed and possibly get signed. That's gonna be coming this fall.
Y'all come see this, man.
As well as I'm also producing now.
Oh shit.
So all studio, everything is in the house now. And the reason why is not only because
one-stop shop.
Exactly. Not only because I'm a DJ for a major artist, but what if we don't have time to go to a studio? Now we can just record in the back of a truck, in the back of the Sprinter. We can plug everything up and everything's in-house. You don't gotta go nowhere. You don't gotta pay a producer. You don't gotta pay an engineer.
Damn, so you'll be big time. I mean, you probably already doing your thing, but...
What's crazy is right now I'm actually, like, literally, I just told him this was on the highway. I'm literally waiting on the beat back. I made a beat, I say, 2 days ago.
Nigga, you make beats too?
Waiting on. Listen though, that's not even the peak of the message. I'm waiting on a return beat. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but from Einer Banks, and one of the Lil Baby's producers. His name is Plug.
Okay, I need to.
So we're working on the beat right now. That's about to come back probably within the next 24 to 48 hours. So that's
who you got that beat for?
I don't have it for anybody.
So you just waiting on somebody to hop on
a placement.
Homo. That sounded real crazy.
Wait on the placement. And what's crazy is I could send it to a lot of people. Like I said, I'm telling you, like, this is the grind. Let me answer the original question before I dive off. The grind it's just crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy because at one point you can go from being booked 6 months of the year to not being booked for a year. That can happen. And you either gonna manage your time well that year that you off, or you gonna complain and get into a slump and you gonna lose the abilities that you normally would have because you normally DJ.
Facts.
So it's like, for me, for example, we went on our first tour last year. After we got off tour, towards the end of the year, we did a couple shows, but the in between was like, okay, what am I gonna do? And I was asking myself, like, what are you gonna do? Like, you're not going to go work 9 to 5, but what are you gonna do?
Oh, I see, from the brand perspective.
So
because I was like, don't you enjoy the downtime?
Yeah, I enjoy the downtime, but one thing about me that I always tell people, I love being on the road. I don't like sitting still.
You always talking about that on social media, how you love being out on the road.
I don't like sitting still. I might get homesick for a day or two, but other than that, I love being on the road because I believe, and this is one thing I always tell people every time I come on a radio, podcast, anything. When I first started DJing, I taught myself.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Because I reached out to the Eric Felix, to the T Mellows in Danville. Teach me how to DJ. Let's get in the lab. Let's work.
Don't tell them niggas ignored you.
And it was never a conversation.
So niggas ignored you.
Yeah.
No.
So I ended up praying.
Hold on. So are we better than these niggas now? No, let me stop.
We are.
Oh, he's talking shit.
Hey, no cap. That's a lesson, my nigga, because you gotta think about it. What if the young black king, right, got trained by y'all niggas? Now that's kudos to y'all, but now you don't get that. You don't get that now.
And what's crazy is
he
like
said we are.
Now I prayed and I was like, you know what, God, if you allowed me to have the resources and the tools at my hands to be able to teach myself how to DJ,
right,
I'll always give you the credit.
And
it went from month one.
God did
DJing in my mom's garage, on live.
Love that.
To okay, now
I was watching
you DJing college parties every week. All right, to now you in clubs every week. To now, okay, yeah, we need a DJ. We you said you was his DJ. We need you to do an audition right now on FaceTime. I said, well, I'm at the mall right now, but can you give me about a couple hours?
Mm-hmm.
Ended up rushing, leaving the mall. Mind you, it's 4:00 in Nashville. It's rush hour.
Mm-hmm.
Traffic back to the school was 45 minutes. I told them I needed an hour, so I'm already pressed for time. So I get back, I'm like, all right, this is what I gotta do. Okay, I gotta set up. Called them, DJ. I say probably mid-second song. They say, all right, you can go ahead and stop. They said, well, we see what we need to see. Go ahead and have we finna book your flight. Go ahead and be ready. So it's a grind, man. It definitely didn't come overnight. I'm only 4 years in. The first two years, it was a grind every day. Because I didn't learn how to do everything and teach myself how to do everything.
Oh, yeah, that'd be complicated.
It took years, and even to this day, still I'm learning new ways to stay on top of the game. Because like I said, in this industry, you either sink or swim, and if you don't do the necessary things to keep yourself relevant and to keep people engaged in what you got going on, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, because me and you know each other what, 3 years now?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've seen this man go from just doing a simple ass show like at the club we used to work at together to where he's at now. So I've seen this man grow to what he's become now.
Damn, my boy said he the one. Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
Let me tell y'all.
Get that shit off on that camera too, my nigga.
I am
him.
The best.
Timothy, nigga.
I am the best DJ in the 217 area.
Ooh.
Nah, good.
Not the second, not the third, fourth, or fifth. I'm top 2 and not 2. And if your DJ want to come battle,
talk your shit.
I like that.
We can set it up.
Yeah, that's all he said.
I like that. I like that.
We're gonna clip that one too. I'm gonna post that one on TikTok.
Hey, we will.
I'm gonna start tagging all DJs. Y'all see what y'all want. Come check them out.
Yep.
I'll be right there recording that shit.
Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, we're doing a podcast at the battle, my nigga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So at this time, he's pulling out the joint. It's going in.
Pulling out the tricks. Yeah, man. I got a lot up my sleeve though. I got a lot up my sleeve because when I was on tour, I sat back. You know, it's always good to be able to sit back and hear other DJs. Like, I sat back and I got some new sauce. And it's crazy because and when I have new sauce, I might not necessarily try it in our area because I learned something. I did this one particular mix. I don't even remember the exact songs, but I did this one particular mix at a party, and it was another DJ. I believe he's from Champaign.
Now all of a sudden, niggas started.
And now he took the mix. So it's like now, you know, people gonna probably think, oh well, you started it first, or you started it first. It's okay, you can have it.
See, I see what you're saying because there's been time like you're watching a DJ, so you're basically you're good, you're already good.
Exactly.
But you watch someone else, you're like, you know what, let me go ahead and throw that into my game too. Because I've seen that. Because I've seen like NBA players say that like they watch James Harden.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what, let me try that step back, and they put that into the game.
It's nothing wrong with using something that another DJ does, but there is one thing to use it
and claim it as yours.
And then there's also an even bigger issue when you and that DJ are on the same event and use the mix that they use before they get up.
That's nasty.
That's nasty as fuck.
That's almost like you go to a concert and you know Alicia Keys finna sing her most hit song and the opening act sing her song.
Oh yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's nasty. Do that. God, I didn't even think about that.
So,
have you ever had that happen to you?
I have.
Damn.
Really?
I have. I've literally had somebody take my entire mix. Like, mine. So, for example.
So, nigga was big hating.
Like, we have a 2-hour set normally. Like, if it's me and another DJ, we split 2 hours apiece. I've literally gotten up at 12 o'clock. I'm like, okay, well, he just did like half of my set. Now what am I gonna do? So it's like as a DJ, and this is why I tell people it's not as easy as it looks.
Right.
If somebody is playing everything that you have set in your mix already, you now have to switch everything that you was doing, either order-wise, song-wise, or just the whole entire mix, and restructure everything.
How does a nigga even play that much of your joint? Like, does a nigga hack your shit?
You just once you DJ the same events as a DJ for a certain amount of time, you start.
Oh, I get it. You know what music like? Okay, that makes more sense. That makes way more sense.
But now what's crazy is like I'm starting to shy away from, because when I first started DJing, I would trap you out all the way to the end,
right?
Probably about till 1:30, and then I would start playing my slow jams. Now I'm at the point to where I know so much more that the first 2 hours you gonna only get from me some good R&B and pop vibes, and then maybe for an hour you will get trapping in the last hour. I'm gonna slow jam you out. So it's now like you think you gonna out trap me, but I don't even trap all the way no more.
So you know, I've been right next to this man when he's done DJ. I ain't gonna lie, he be turning that bitch up sometimes. He do. He be turning that bitch up. He be killing it for real.
I like that. Okay. Hold on now. There's something that keeps popping in my head. My nigga, you doing beats now too?
Yeah. So the crazy, see, this is what, everything's come full circle in my life.
Yeah.
Because middle school, I remember one of my dad's good friends in Danville, his son, I don't remember his son's name off the top of my head because it's been so many years since I've seen him.
Right.
But my dad's good friend, Brett, his son had an iMac set up in his room.
Okay.
And he had FL Studios in his room. So one day, one weekend, my mom's then went out of town. I was like, all right, I'm gonna stay over here, you know. I know we got video games over, we got snacks, you know, whatever. I'm like, okay. One day, me and him woke up. I got on the computer. I was on FL, and I was just messing around.
Right.
But we ended up making something great. Mind you, we only like 12, 13 at the time. We don't know what we doing. We don't.
Oh shit.
So you've been making stuff, but it's just been low key.
It was low key. And then after we did that, I never seen FL at all after that. Now all of a sudden, it's back.
If y'all don't know what we're talking about, you're talking about Fruity Loops, right?
Yeah.
Fruity Loops.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now it's just like everything is come full circle. Like, I've been knowing how to read music since I was 3 years old. Like, everything is literally coming full circle.
Hey, fam. Hey, if y'all haven't realized by now, get in the motherfucking comments. Reach out to this nigga, man. If y'all, because I be having a few of y'all reach out to me about music and all types of shit. Here's your motherfucking shot, fam.
Yeah.
Like, this is, like, y'all understand that one-stop shop is literally like the Pharrells, the motherfucking, like, the Kanyes. Like, when you go to him, everything is getting done.
Yeah. And it's, the thing is, like, that really helped me, I would say probably over the last year. I had one manager, and that I say it was actually this time last year, right before I went on tour.
So even you have to have a manager.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely. This time last year, I was like, okay, I'm about to go on tour. I need a manager to handle everything while I'm gone. Let me know what I need to stay up on, so on and so forth.
Right.
And I had a manager. Well, everything was going good, you know, supportive, make sure I had everything that I needed. Wonderful manager.
Okay.
10 out of 10 would recommend. Like, if you are a DJ and you are on the rise, 10 out of 10 would recommend. And then it became a point to where, okay, now I'm starting to feel stagnant.
Okay.
And one thing about me, I don't believe in staying in one place for too long. That's physically, spiritually, emotionally, everything. I don't want to stay in one place. I love to progress. So I noticed that things became stagnant. So I say probably in February of this year, I was like, okay, it's time to make a bigger move. And it just so happened that the manager that I have now, shout out to Fame, the manager that I have now, not only manages.
You a local guy? Or?
No, she's from Brooklyn. She's from Brooklyn, but she lives in Atlanta now.
Oh shit!
She's also the manager of the artist I'm official DJ for. I keep forgetting to say that. I am official DJ for KB Mike. If you guys don't know, please go look him up on Instagram at
KB Mike.
MIKEE _.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that.
KB Mike, we'll definitely put that in the bottom.
Yeah,
of the
he
description.
his manager's fame. So I was like, okay, I'm around you all of this amount of time. So
Okay.
we started like, of course, while you on tour, you in a car with people for 30 days straight. Of course, there's gonna be conversation had. So I was just like, man, it's time to get a new manager. Like, I need to progress.
Sure.
And what made me realize that I was really taking the right steps and getting her becoming my manager was the simple fact that now I'm at the point in my career was like, she was like, well, no, I forgot. It was recently somebody was like, well, we want to book you for a 6-hour party. Mind you, 6 hours is a lot of
I'm
music.
about to say 6 hours.
6 hours is a lot of music.
Oh.
So she was like, well, we're probably not going to do that. And I was like, why? I like money. But I had to think bigger than that. Yes, money is great. But one thing that my dad always taught us is all money is not good money.
True.
So there's no way that I'm coming in and DJ a party for 6 hours by myself, hosting and talking on the mic by myself for 6 hours, and I'm getting anything less than $1,500. And my manager was like, dude, we just went on 2 tours back to back, sold out both tours. We are not doing anything less than $2,000 from now on.
Facts.
And I was like, well, in my area, $2,000 might be a lot of money to them.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But I'm okay with it.
They still book y'all?
We didn't end up going with them. Just for the simple fact, you can't tell me that you have a $700 budget. Mind you, that includes your venue, your decorations, your security, your door person, and myself.
But you still want somebody to come for 6 hours.
And you still want somebody to come for 6 hours.
That's crazy.
Even if I did say, okay, I will come for 6 hours. Okay, we'll do 600. You're not gonna take care of no venue, no security, or no door person with $100
At all.
So you couldn't tell me that.
way.
So you couldn't tell me that your budget was $700.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
So yeah.
So I'm pretty sure since if you're on that wavelength, right, producing, beat making, DJing, does your mind like constantly come up with ideas like just
Every day.
on the moment, like
Every day.
all the time?
Every day, 24/7.
Like,
I literally
imagine.
I promise you, it's so crazy because my mom, like, she'll be on the phone with her sister or one of her homegirls. Yeah, he don't go to sleep till about 4 every night.
Wow.
And it's not because I'm just up, just chilling. Like, my mom would come downstairs and get something to drink 1, 2 in the morning, and she'll see me on my MacBook either sending an email, making a beat, making phone calls.
That's what I was
and that's what people don't
about to
understand
ask.
about our industry.
Right.
Like, our industry is a 24-hour industry.
Mm-hmm.
There's producers, there's moguls, there's artists. We are up 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
And it's even been times where I done went to sleep at 5, 6 o'clock and woke back up at 8 o'clock because I had a business meeting to get on, a Zoom call to get on. It's just, in this industry, you cannot survive unless you allow yourself to make those sacrifices.
And you gotta be dedicated.
You got to.
Yeah, that's some grind, right? So, I bet money you be talking to yourself too, huh?
Often.
I ain't gonna cap.
Often.
To me, I feel like talking to yourself is healthy, fam.
I mean,
It is.
There have been some times where we've been in those video chats where you call a group chat.
Yeah.
Kobe be talking to himself, bro.
I asked myself a question.
Nah, hey.
Like, did I remember this? So
Nah.
yeah, it's big.
From his perspective, and it literally made me think like, I bet this nigga talk to himself all the time. Because when it comes to beats, to all this other shit, especially when you busy and you got a goal in mind, sometimes you can't even talk to nobody about it.
Exactly.
Because they might corrupt your shit. So you got to have a conversation with yourself. So
Got to.
I was wondering, I'm like, this nigga talking
And
to himself?
see, and you just mentioned the word that I was gonna ask you. So you're content with what you got going on right now?
I'm never content.
Yeah. So your perspective, what is your main goal? Like, what if you could pick like a dream show, like a big dream event, what would be your?
I would never
event?
say I have a main goal.
Or what's the end look like? What's
The end looks like
what's the big picture ending look like? That you got this set up, boom, boom, boom. Like, what's that?
big picture. I say no later than 37, I'll be retired, a retired millionaire. Because right now the way that things are going, like I just told him in the car, like we went on 2 tours back to back. The artist that I'm official DJ for just doubled his followers in 30 days.
In this last 30 days?
In 30 days. Mind you, his
Shit.
Instagram was at 170 Now he's at almost 400,000 in 30 days.
Oh wow.
So, like, there's never no.
So we need to sit with that nigga.
Yeah, it's never a point where that's why I said I'll never be content because I know it's so much that you can do.
Yeah.
Facts. No, that makes a ton of sense.
Like it's so much that I can do. Like I wouldn't feel accomplished until my whole room is filled with platinum and gold plaques.
Now there we go. See that?
So,
I
because
like that.
then this is what people don't understand. When you have a platinum or a gold plaque, that's residual money.
Mm-hmm.
That's every month
coming in.
You don't have to work at all.
Yeah.
You can sit back.
You chilling.
I know niggas who had hits listening to like they pod or something like that. When they talk about even from 20, 30 years ago, still getting in check.
Yeah.
So you know
Man.
if that hit is a hit,
And that's the reason
it
why
never goes
and
away.
a lot of people always be like, well, Soulja Boy annoying. But you gotta think,
You got money.
Crank That is 7 times platinum.
Mm-hmm.
That means his song has over, I want to say, after this 7th plaque, if he goes platinum again, he'll be diamond. There's only, I can count on one hand how many artists are actually have diamond albums or diamond singles.
It's crazy.
That's Drake, that's Michael Jackson, Rihanna, and I want to say.
Would Prince be over there?
No.
Fam, why you bring up Prince, bro?
It's one more person, but it's only a select few artists that have diamond plaques. It's so hard to get diamond.
Why this nigga bring up
Because
Prince?
diamond is over 1 billion.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta have over 1 billion streams, a billion views. Like it's so much that goes into that. So just think about it. Like Soulja Boy, he can do whatever he wants to because you 7 times platinum.
Oh, he can do it.
You
So
know-
fuck you want to
Soulja
say.
Boy said, "Fuck New Jersey, nigga."
Yeah.
Like
Soulja Boy cracking me up. Hey, no, that's some wild shit. Wow, man, that is foul. That's exciting. Like I could tell you probably had those days where like everything's chill, but you probably kind of hooked to it now, right? Like the busyness, the.
I promise, I was just watching a podcast the other day. I was watching the Shop podcast with LeBron and his whole team.
Mm-hmm.
They had the Baby and another artist on there, and when they were saying it, I was like, yeah, they tell the truth. Like, what we do is a drug.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because when you get on stage and you in front of 10,000 people, you in front of 8,000 people, 5,000 people, like,
Right.
that's residual money.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like, not only is it residual money, but hearing that crowd gives you adrenaline rush.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
like you
nigga,
hearing
that's
so
a
much.
Rush.
It's a rush to your confidence. It's a rush to imagine you coming out on stage and they know you famous on TikTok. And you in front of 15,000 people and they
Oh, I ain't
we
gonna
know
lie.
you.
I ain't gonna lie.
You gonna be like, what? You like
on top
damn.
of the world.
You be like, damn. And so it's a drug, man. It's a drug. But it's not a drug that people like, cause it's a lot of artists like, even today, I was literally just telling my mom this other day, I'm like, bro, I said, Mama, SWV is on tour and they like 50 now.
Yeah.
They are 50 years old and they still doing tours.
See, okay, so
That's crazy. They still on tour?
They are
Yeah.
still on tour.
all right, so you keep bringing up the whole because this is who I want to talk about because you keep bringing up how you're the official DJ for KB Mike.
Yeah.
That's your guy.
Yeah.
So you talked about him, his followers and his music. Me and you listened to his music on the way here. What do you see the potential in KB Mike? And we're gonna clip this too.
I would say, by far, and this is not being biased. Because
Okay.
one thing about me, when it comes to music, I am very blunt.
Oh yeah,
I either feel
Y'all
like
get ready. Here's something
I either feel like you terrible, you some shit,
I've seen you tell
you
Danville,
good or
I've
you
seen-
great.
Yeah, I've seen you
Okay.
tell Danville rappers
And-
that they mid.
and for him to be so versatile, because what y'all see is okay, he make love music, he makes songs for the ladies, but what y'all don't see
Okay.
is he had already done multiple songs to Afro beats. He had already done a pop song. He had already done trap songs. This is not released.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them sound great.
I'm gonna tell you, nigga, the pop. I don't care what nobody say, right? If you drop a pop joint, you gonna fuck around and fly out. Like I'd rather nigga do a pop because back in the day, like niggas, you do pop, you selling, you a sellout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
These days, that's what they talk about
go
now.
straight to the pop, my nigga.
Yeah.
Go straight there because you gonna fuck around. You make the right pop joint, nigga. You gonna be on Billboard.
Definitely.
And look at the baby. He did that one video with that white girl, and it took off.
And so now, like, the sky with him it's not even a limit, man. Like I said, I got tapped in with him when he had 69,000 followers on Instagram, and I told you I was gonna tell the story on here. It's crazy how we met. I'm a person that firmly believes in consistency.
Okay.
I DM'd him in 2020, like right when COVID began. I'm like, yo, I see your videos on Facebook. This is when he wasn't even producing music. Like, he wasn't making any music, like, for real.
Okay.
I was like, I see your music on Facebook. If you don't got a DJ, let's tap in. Mind you, me not knowing, the man on house arrest right now. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm saying I want to be a DJ, but we not doing no shows. So what's really up? And then I finally realized, okay, well, he's on house arrest. That makes a lot of sense. And it's just like, I text him like, yeah, I'm gonna be a DJ. Woo. He's like, all right, we can see what's up.
Okay.
Fast forward a couple months down the road, didn't hear from him. So I'm like, well, maybe he just told me that, just stop talking to him. DM him again. I was like, so what's up? We sound good. He's like, yeah. So then they called it. Our manager and him, they always tell people this story, like, well, he finessed us. So I ended up putting his name in my bio on Instagram, official DJ McKenny Mike. Mind you, fast forward to the tour situation I was telling y'all about. His manager called him like, yeah, who is this kid? Said he's your DJ. You know him? He was like, I don't know him.
Wait a minute.
Told him, like, he said he didn't know me. And so she ended up DMing me on Instagram, like, what's up? I see you got, she from Brooklyn, so she coming in with mad energy, like,
oh yeah,
yo, my nigga, like you said, like, my nigga, you said you was his DJ, like, what's up with that? I was like, me and him had a prior conversation, sent her the screenshots. All right, well, you do have credible, facts. So since you have these credible facts, we're gonna go ahead and, we need you to audition at this time. So that's how it came about.
The audition. Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, man, the sky's the limit for him. I say probably within this next year. I give it a year. Really, me being biased, I say 6 months. But within the next year, we'll be on bigger stages.
I was about to say, man, it seemed like if it's the 400, you say I would say from what I see, a normal like star is probably like around 3 to 4 million. So
yeah.
One more joint, like one more like solidified joint, he could jump up and be right there, fam.
And trust me.
And I mean like superstar, like he, you know what I'm saying? He got a Coachella kind of vibes.
And trust me, from what I heard, what you showed me, that dude's got potential to take it to the next step.
Yeah, man, it's gonna get bigger. When I say we done met so many people over the past 6 months, bro. Mm-hmm. So many. Like, that's why I always tell people, like, you have to be very, very particular. We are in certain spaces because you never know who's around.
Right.
I went on tour. We went on this last tour with Tink. I'm not knowing Herb old manager is her manager now. He come to us, yo, what's good? Mind you, we cups in hand. We cups in hand backstage. We drinking. I'm like, who's this, y'all? They said, oh, that's Mikey Hosted. I said, who's that? They said, that used to be her old manager. Never knew that. But that just goes to show you never know who's in a room that you're in.
Oh, no, fact.
And you have to be prepared to present yourself. And then we fast forward to the Atlanta show. I'm like, okay, next show down the tour. Okay, check this off. Let's go.
Right.
Ended up getting off the stage. I go backstage. I see Big Boogie. I see Herb. I see Jacquees, Jeremiah. I see Kane Off Power.
Sheesh.
I see Finesse 2 times. Ari, Jada Waiter. We all in the basement. I'm in a basement full of celebrities.
Damn. But I mean, ATL like that though.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. Like,
was you starstruck though? Like, was you?
I was starstruck for maybe 30 seconds. And the reason why I say only for 30 seconds is because. And I told them this before we went on tour. They was like, y'all gonna be nervous? I'm like, hell no, I ain't gonna be nervous. They said, why you so confident? I said, y'all, I just got done DJing the homecoming concert in front of 12,000 people. Why would I be nervous in front of 2,000 or 3,000?
Yeah, what's the difference? Fact.
And so I was like, bro, I just seen Glorilla, Babyface Ray, ESTG, Nardo Wick. I just seen all of them. Like, I shook hands with them. So it's like, for me, it allowed me to be comfortable. And that's why I always tell people, like, God prepared me for the moments that's to come in my life, because if it wasn't for me DJing in front of them 10,000 people, it wasn't for me already shaking hands with celebrities, I probably wouldn't have been as prepared.
I like that. I like that angle. So what you're saying is this probably it's probably more difficult to do a group of college students, 12,000, more difficult to do that than to go in and be even if you're around celebrities doing a smaller venue of a couple thousand.
Exactly.
Still more difficult than that. Wow.
And the reason why is because you gotta think, college students, they didn't come here, they came here to dance.
They didn't come to see you, so they don't give a fuck about you.
Exactly.
Play some music.
I like
and then you
that.
gotta understand, like, grown folks, they gonna come in a concert, they gonna vibe out because they know they came to a concert. College students, they came, they want, first of all, they came best dressed, so they really got their heels on, they already irritated, they makeup or something probably already got messed up. Now they want the vibes. So now you're in front of 12,000 people, what you gonna play?
That's a hell of a perspective. If they came there for you, it's gonna be easier. But if they didn't give a fuck about you when they came, they just come in to do whatever. They could just say, "Fuck this dude" instantly. You gotta be on your game.
That's when you gotta find it in you to be
and
like.
And it's even worse. Imagine you going out in front of 12,000 people and you play a song that you think is good, and like, boo.
You ever got boo before?
No.
You ever got boo? I'm about to say
Confident.
Because that shit.
Confident. He said no.
Hey, didn't even get
The reason why, and I always tell people this, the reason why I've never gotten booed is because growing up, being around, I always grew up around my older cousins.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up on the Webbies and the
facts. So you know when to turn that type of shit on.
The Webbies, the Boosies, the Nellies, the Chris Browns. I grew up on that. So when I came into the game and they said, okay, well, we want you to play some old school music. When I whipped out, "Can We Talk?" They, whoa, what you know?
They're like, oh, okay.
How you know this?
I ain't gonna care if you play that shit around me. I might start dancing too.
And that's why I say, like, my life period has really, like, gave me the access and the tools to be prepared for this.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Okay. Damn, no, hey, I like this, my nigga. You on your shit. I can already tell. Like, normally when I see people talking, I can, like, do, like, vision thoughts and shit and see, like, where they be at. I already see, like, y'all niggas gonna be on some whole other shit. Like, it's gonna go from, like, us, we gonna be pie with y'all to where niggas gonna have to book y'all niggas low-key.
Look,
I can see it. Like, I can see, like, it ain't gonna be no...
By this time next year, I'm like, we trying to do a podcast.
Man, you gonna be like, you gotta book us, nigga.
We have so many, like, the thing is, like, somebody asked us recently, well, why didn't you guys go to Rolling Loud? A lot of people don't understand. Sometimes, majority of the people don't Roll Loud pay to go to Rolling Loud. Mm-hmm. And we always told ourselves, like, we've always had a thought to ourselves.
Unless you're like more.
Like the people names that you see, like the smaller on the lineups,
towards the bottom,
they pay.
They buy a spot.
Yeah, they buy a spot.
Okay. And some of the marquee niggas do it for free.
Yeah.
Drake did this shit for free.
Oh yeah.
Nigga.
But you gotta think about it like,
nigga, you gotta pay Drake.
Because think about it like this.
You gotta pay Drake.
Think about it like this. Rolling Loud typically brings in on just a one day. Like if they just did it for one day, they bring in roughly 70,000-80,000 people. You do the math.
Think about the bread.
Now you do the math.
That's like
That's $80,000 people. That's 80,000 people. They tickets start out at $469 every year. So you do 80,000 times 469. You making millions in a day.
Let me go ahead and check this real quick.
So
nigga,
think about that over the whole weekend span. Mm-hmm. On top of that, they got people that pay to vend at Rolling Loud. They got people that pay to come and set up shops and all of that. Like, that costs.
Hey, bro, why did that come up as $37 million, bro?
But that's one day.
That's just one day. Not including the concession stands. Not including the money that people pay to vend. They making almost.
Yeah, it's a 3-day event, man.
Yeah.
So you think about the dudes you paying. So you think about the dudes you paying, right? And then not only that, the dudes trying to get on, like he said.
Exactly.
They probably got to pay like maybe like 20 or something. Yeah. Maybe I pay like 20 grand. I'm being real because You ain't about to get over there for no 500.
You're not.
You gotta pay some bread to get
You're
on
not
stage.
getting on.
If you a smaller,
You're not
brand
even getting on stage with a major artist on a tour for no less than $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you get invited and they just like, all right, we just want you to be there.
Unless they just really fuck with your shit.
You're not doing that for no less than $10,000.
Do you see you guys making it to Rolling Loud one day?
We could be Rolling Loud. Honestly, I say we'd be Rolling Loud next year.
I like that.
We'll be Rolling Out next year.
Mm-hmm.
Just we work so hard, bro. Like
I know.
We was on tour. We was on tour. Like we could have just been chilling in LA the week we was there. Man, we was in a studio from 6 to 2 in the morning every night. Wake back up at 8.
Just putting in work. Putting in work. More joints. So are y'all currently working on some projects right now?
He's currently working on an LP. If y'all don't know what LP is, LP is it's basically a mixtape.
Okay.
He's working on an LP right now. Probably be released late July.
I was about to say, can we get the exclusive, my nigga?
Yeah, late July.
Do we gotta come up there? Hey, I would love to host an exclusive, my nigga.
Yeah. It'll definitely be probably late July. Releases LP. Probably be about 12 to 14 songs. And then next Friday, he's dropping a single, "Blinded by Love." It'll be out on all platforms.
I will listen to it. No,
that one.
We need to plan that because I'm seeing so. I'm like big grand vision dude, always like thinking of like some kind of master plan. So I already see a way where like when this shit does get released, because you know like a lot of big time people, right? They do a listening joint, right? So y'all normally do that.
We did one right before we went on tour last year. We did a listening party, but we haven't done one since then. Primarily, I say life has been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The man literally, I was just with him last week. We had 2 shows back to back. Somebody that was on tour in Chicago called us to come and open up for their tour. We went and did that. Then the following day, we had a show in Milwaukee. The following day, right after I left, which was on that Sunday, he flew out to LA to go record. He just got back yesterday.
But we're gonna keep in touch on that one because I got an idea where like even if we can't come out there, we'll listen to it with y'all. If anything, we could just do it like listen to it pre. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe like a day in advance, and then give the review on that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, hey yo,
we always watch music reviews. In our downtime, if we on the road, we can sit and watch people.
I would love to do I want to break down the whole shit like from top to bottom. No homo. That sounded kind of crazy.
The one that you played was "Blinded by Love." 10 out of 10.
Okay.
10 out of 10.
Yep.
Are y'all working with any other people other than y'all just dropping down the joints right now?
Right
or
now,
gotta keep one under.
Right now, I wish I could announce.
That sounds good. That sounds really good.
We're working on something with one big artist, and then we have some others that we're trying to work with. But one thing I found out in the music industry, once an artist is big, they feel like, oh, we can't work with smaller artists. For whatever reason that is, that could be because, they feel like, okay, well, they're not really going to help our views go up even more than what they already are. But it's just...
I do see what you mean, unless the dude is really
This industry is crazy. Even working with record labels, like, there's times where your label might not even see the vision that you have.
Right.
And that can be discouraging for a lot of artists. That's why oftentimes... You see nowadays a lot of artists go independent because if your label isn't backing you, what is the purpose of being with them besides them paying you?
Yeah,
they're not backing you. They're not pushing your music as hard as they're pushing another artist that's on the same label as you.
Right.
So what's the purpose?
I've heard quite a lot too that these days the person that's the artist is not really ever agreeing with the labels. I've heard that's been happening a lot.
A lot of labels, in a sense, push you to do stuff.
Right.
Even just by hearing conversations. And this hasn't particularly happened with Mike by any chance. But a lot of labels will tell you, okay, well, this is what we signed you for. We want you to do this specific genre.
Mm-hmm.
And you will hear an artist drop an album or a single and be like, well, this is not what he was doing before he was signed. And a lot of people are like, why did he do this? Why did he switch his flows? It wasn't his choice. What a lot of people don't know, a lot of times a record label will force you into trying new things out of your comfort zone just to see if you could succeed with it.
True. That makes a lot of sense.
So do you think that's what happened with like Nelly? Because you know how Nelly when he first hit the scene, he was a rapper, but then he drifted off to like the R&B,
I wouldn't say that what
country.
happened. That's actually what happened. That's probably not what happened with Nelly, because you have to think, even when Nelly did drift off into R&B, into country,
he was
still
big,
making hits.
Yeah, he was
no homo.
Yeah.
And he was still making hits. So it's not like he drifted off into something that wasn't successful.
He actually probably won.
He drifted off into something that actually ended up better for his good.
Mm-hmm.
True, I see what you're saying.
Because think about it, if you make 4 trap songs and they all sound the same, eventually your supporters and fans don't get tired of listening to the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I see what you're saying, because I just seen it, I think it was like 3 days ago. I seen Dirk do a podcast.
Yeah.
And he got asked about
He dropped a new album too.
He did. He talked about his situation with Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
About when when they chatted up, he's like, "Hey man, I don't think you would work with me because I'm in some shit because he's using the N word."
Yeah.
And Dirk told his boys he's like, "No, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop this song." And they were telling Dirk like, "Hey, I don't think this is a good idea. You're gonna fuck around and get canceled fucking with this dude." And look what happened. He took off and hit billboards for like 8 straight weeks. So yeah, I see what you're saying. That sometimes you just gotta take a risk too.
Gotta take a risk.
And see what works for you.
Gotta take a risk.
That makes sense. I mean, yeah, that does make sense. You think that album gonna be solid though? That Dirk joint?
It's gonna be a 10 out of 10.
Think so?
You gotta think about everything that he'd have been through over the past year.
And he talking about cleaning them up. Like, I don't know if I want to clean Dirk though.
He'd have been in a breakup. He'd have been arguing with young boy for consecutive years.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of that. Like the thing is that I love about the Durks, the Rod Waves, the KB Mikes, the Tusies, they rap about real things.
Right.
You're not gonna hear, "Oh, I done shot somebody. You look like you ain't never shot nobody day in your life." You can hear about real experiences, real trauma, real pain, real life experiences that they done been through. So that's why they make great music.
And that's why I fuck with KB, because you heard a few of the songs I sent him to you. He's different. He don't talk about being in the streets. He don't talk about that.
You gotta think about it. Like when you hear Rod Wave talking, you be like, "Damn, who done hurt him?
Who done broke my man's heart?"
But you have to think about it. In relation, you would never typically, up until him and Tusi and everybody else that's on the wave now that's making this type of music, you wasn't hearing people come out with music and they talk about how a girl did this and how a girl did that.
No.
Because they didn't want to be labeled as soft or white his feelings.
All the niggas
but them stepping
be
out into the zone,
R&B niggas.
And so now them stepping into a different level in a different avenue in the music industry, it's like, oh yeah, we like this now. It's different. So it's all about risk in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take a risk.
So do you think Rod Wave is the stepping stone for this type of music?
I really can't give it to Rod Wave. Because you have to think about it. Before Rod Wave, the first person to introduce us to real like pain music, and I don't know if you recall it, but the first person to really introduce us to this type of pain music was Dirk. You gotta think about it. When he dropped India, we dropped India Part 1. He literally talked about his dealings with India, the stuff they went through, the whole song.
And I know Dirk had to take a big risk rapping about shit like that. From where he's from.
Like you openly talking about your relationship. You know that the shade room gonna eat it up.
Eat it up.
But it was a success for him. Now he's able to openly do that. And then Rod Wave, people don't know, Rod Wave was already he'd been rapping since probably for about 8-9 years now.
Yeah.
But it took for him to have that big song. And I was like, ooh, who is this?
Mm-hmm.
And then he got that feature with Dirk, and then
I see what you mean.
You know, it went up after that song.
Because if you was doing that shit back then, it would have been different. You wouldn't have blew up later on.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Okay. Let me ask you this: What are some people you got your sights on working with? Is there anybody out there that you like? I'm gonna work with this dude,
or that you've conversated with,
or that you ain't even did it yet? You know, this your time to shoot your shot and be like, hey, I want to work with this dude.
I would love for us to be able to go on tour with Rod Wave. I would love to go on tour with Rod Wave because number one, I noticed Rod Wave's fans, they are very open.
Oh yeah.
They're very open, and then you can't go to a Rod Wave concert and not hear all 20,000 people in the arena sing.
Really?
Our manager,
it's a legit vibe.
Our manager went to his tour show that he had in New York, and she said, "Well, midway through the concert, I lost my voice."
Wow.
You can't go to a Rod Wave concert and it be a dual moment. So I would love for us to get a collab with Wild Wave. I would love for us to get a collab with Tusi. And it's crazy. And this is the crazy part. And Tusi, I know you're gonna see this. One of your fans gonna at you in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
We need you to lock in. There's no way that your manager, your security team, your DJ knows who KB Mike is. Your fans always at you in comments of KB Mike music, and you still haven't done a song with the band.
Damn.
And you know what the crazy thing is?
And no, this is the icing on the cake. And then you read the DM.
Oh, you didn't leave on. You left them on red. Come on, that's nasty.
Tusi. Oh, I know what you're talking about. JT played the music one on the way back. They sound fucking similar. Kind of, actually. And
Y'all make the same
music.
Type of music.
Same type
Come
of music.
on, Tusi.
Yeah.
Don't do that to your boy, man. That's not. No, look, at the very least, don't read the message.
And
Oh,
the thing is, it's not like the song. It's not like the song is going to do bad. It's not going to do bad at all. It's going to do great because you have two people that they already call y'all twins.
Right.
So the anticipation of y'all doing a song down the road,
it's already like
it's already high.
Like everyone's
so it's like they're expecting for y'all to do a
you
song.
gotta strike while it's high too.
Exactly. So it's like, why would you wait until? And this is the thing that a lot of rappers fall short on. People hit you up to do a song, and you, all right. For example, I ain't even gonna say who the person is, but somebody hit Sleazy World Go before he blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Step one, before he blew up, he hit up a rapper that was bigger than him. It was like, okay, let's get in the studio. Rapper didn't hit him back. Now he bigger than you.
Facts.
So you missed out on your opportunity to rise with the man.
That's great, bro. That's
so
damn.
so that's why I say like you have to really not forsake the smaller artists. Because who's to say, okay, Tusi, you didn't want to do the song with us.
Right.
Now let's fast forward 2-3 years down the road. Now he got 7 million followers on Instagram. And you at where you at.
He want to do a feature.
And now you want to do a feature. Now we gonna charge you more than what we would because when we wanted you to show love.
Hook up just because you hooked us up before.
Exactly.
You know we're gonna clip this, right?
Exactly. I'm not mad at it.
We're gonna clip this one.
I'm a very blunt person, so
I don't even think there's nothing wrong with. Yes, it is clip worthy for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Tagging a bunch on TikTok.
I just don't look at anything what he's saying to be wrong or negative. It's like, fam, I'm gonna tell you. I as soon as you see he read the message, I'm like, come on, fam, that's nasty. You can't do that.
Exactly.
You gonna read the message? That means we know you seen it.
Yeah.
But if there's some buzz generating, fam, come on, fam.
It was so crazy. We was just on tour. His head security guard tweeted on Twitter, "Nothing. I'm just in my feelings, missing my girlfriend. Playing Used To by KB Mike." Your whole security detail, the people that you hit every day, listen to my artist, and you have no type of. Your whole team listens to his music.
Where is what's the name from?
Tusi is from South Carolina.
I got some people out there. I might have to reach out. See if I can get some shit burned, some shit twisted.
I'm telling you, when they do a song together,
we gotta get this rolling.
It's gonna be a hit.
We gotta get that rolling.
Now where the bathroom at?
Oh, this nigga. He said that was
you go over there and hit it later.
I texted our manager. They was, like I said, they was just in New York together. So
yeah,
that's really. I mean, not New York. They was just in LA together for a whole 3-4 days working on music. So, and then she working on getting another. She man, the woman is like Superman.
Yeah.
I literally I text her. I say probably right after I got back from Chicago. I said, "How the hell you was just in Atlanta? Now you in Miami. Then you just went to New York." The woman moves around nonstop. Probably, honestly, from what I've seen in the industry, down here is the hardest working manager I've ever seen.
You know, and that's crazy. You're not recording still, are you?
Yeah, we're live. We've been recording.
Well, I see what you're saying because you're sitting there saying basically she just grinds. Like she wants it. Victoria, the girl that I talked about on podcast, she's the same way. She's a lawyer. Yeah. And she's constantly traveling. She's constantly taking these cases. I want this case. I want this case. I want this case. So I can see it that a lot of women when they want to grind, they'll fucking do it. They'll get after it if they really want it. They really will.
They have to.
So shout out to them for real.
I like that. Okay, let me ask you this, right? We'll do a slight pivot. Give me your top 5 artists that you'd be excited to work with. You personally.
Top 5.
Like that you wanna that
Like
you
they
would love to work
they
with.
got a hold of you. Say, hey, come be my DJ.
It don't matter. I mean, we talking about anybody, and we talking about from Drake to anybody.
Underground don't.
I would say Lil Baby.
Okay.
Lil Baby at number 1. 2, I would say Dirt.
Okay.
3, I would say Moneybagg.
You do Moneybagg? Okay.
Yep. 4, I would say. Ooh wee. 4, No Cap. And 5, it would probably be 5, probably Lola Brooke.
So but this selection, I'm hearing there's a type of person that you would want to work with. Not just, give me the big guy because he making hits, it's going to be easy.
Right.
You got a certain vibe that you like to roll with. Okay. See that right there.
Because I'm the type of person, like, I'm on stage, yeah, let's go. Like, I want to feel that rush.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I always, like, one thing about me, I always watch people's live performances, like, Rolling Loud performances, like, all that. I always watch live performances. And I told them this was on tour, I said I always wanted to be able to, like, be on stage and we got the crowd jumping up and down, mosh pits.
That's wild.
And I'm able to just throw water and hop in the crowd and crowd surf.
Mm-hmm.
So those people make that type of music. So.
Fat. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Cause see,
imagine you going to a Rolling Loud and you hear Lola, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, come on baby, don't play with it. You just hear everybody just, hey.
Yeah, I saw her do a joint on the podcast, and I'm like, girl, you so damn small. But her energy is crazy,
it's impeccable,
bro.
Man. It's impeccable.
Damn, and she's straight. I think she a New York chick, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw her on the Joe Budden podcast. So I was like, yo, all right, let me ask you another joint. What's your favorite song that you've worked on so far? Period. Like, if you had to pick only one, the one that you, because here's the thing. Your favorite song may not even be one of the songs that went hard. It might be one that niggas probably don't even feel, but that shit to you is that shit.
It's kind of hard to say one because it's so much music that I've been a part of over the past year.
Yeah.
Whether released or unreleased. So I'm gonna give 2. Number 1 would probably be which hasn't been released yet, but he did a snippet on Instagram. It's Baby Winter.
Okay.
Mike made a song about his daughter and their relationship. And that song, like,
Baby Winter.
I was in the studio when he made it. Mind you, this was at the time, I like literally a couple days before we went on tour, I had just found out that at the time my baby mother was expecting my first child.
Oh,
so
that hit then.
We in the studio, it's like 2 a.m. I'm just sitting there like, mind you, I'm tired. So I'm in the studio, shoes off, blanket, laid back in the chair like,
chilling.
Damn, this shit hit a different nerve. Like,
damn.
And this ain't released yet?
This not released. Mind
too,
you singing to my daughter, I promise I got you. I know this world coat's like a blanket, I wrap you.
Oh, my nigga was in the blanket. Why the nigga was rapping about blankies, nigga?
Just think about it, like, you in the studio, like, it's you, Mike, and the engineer. Y'all just in the studio, you like, damn.
Nah, that's tough.
Mind you, and this is what people don't understand. For a rapper, it's so hard to not get in the studio and curse.
Oh,
yes.
He ain't say not one curse word the whole song. Just bar.
Wow. Is he known for that? Like not doing any cursive or sometimes
it's just normal for him. Like, he doesn't go into a song anticipating a curse. Like, he can literally just be in the studio writing and he'll just make a song like, this is what's up.
I mean, based on, and it kind of leads to my next question, but because he has that kind of vibe, it would make sense that he wouldn't curse. Yeah. Unless it's a song about, his cheating girl and like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But
that would be my number 1. Number 2,
You ain't got to reach. I mean, I'm
number 2 would probably be Pain.
Pain. Okay.
Pain has been released. It's been out it'll be a year next month that Pain has been out. It was on his EP he did called Old Wounds.
Okay.
Pain is one of those songs where if you ever been like a riding like homeboy for another homeboy, or you ever like had a friendship that just didn't go well, and you had to cut ties with it, like you will understand. Because the song, the way he started out the song, how you gonna say you gonna be there for me, my nigga? I know you don't care for me, nigga.
Right.
Like, think about it. Like, we all been in a situation where we had a homeboy, homegirl that we swore up and down cared for us so much, and we thought they was feeling the same way we felt about them.
Facts.
We didn't get them to close off our back, but in reality, when it came down to it, they wasn't. So that song really, them two songs really hit a different nerve.
I like that.
And that one's out. You can download that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's been out you said been out for a year, right?
Yep, it'll be a year next month.
All right. And hey, we got to put some links all in the description on this shit. Break down what it's like working with Mike and him rapping about love, because it's such a different swag. Like, from your perspective, like when you first saw it, like what was your thought process on it, or how did you react to it? Because it's not a normal thing. Yeah. I think it's smooth, but still, I'm pretty sure being around him is probably just a little bit of a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? From that perspective.
Working with him, it's easy.
Okay.
Mike is a very, if he doesn't know you, he's a very reserved person. So mind you, my first time meeting him wasn't until we went on tour. So we fly into Dallas. I'd never met these people before.
Oh man.
So we on the way to sound check. This is my first time meeting them. What's up, bro? Ooh, cool. But you could tell like we didn't know each other for real. But his vibes are great, man. Like, there's never a time like that I can say that we've ever been to the studio. Mind you, last year I didn't go to the studio with him at all. We just shows and shows only, because we weren't at the level to where we close to where we trust each other that we are now. Okay. Like, now we have conversations about any and everything. But his work ethic is one that I would say is unmatched, because sometimes you can go into the studio even with big mainstream artists. You will listen to an album and be like, well, this song got a couple skips on it. Okay. There's never been a time that I've been in the studio with him and there's been a time where I've said, nah, I don't like this, or I feel like you could have went harder.
And this ain't you being biased. This is just
this being real. Like,
this is you being real. Like this man drops.
For the man to make love music in this generation, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to go through something that this man talks about. Okay.
No, that part does make sense.
And so, like, just seeing him work, like, even the tour before this one that we just went on, when we were in Atlanta, we were in the studio for a whole week. Mind you, we was in the studio from Atlanta from 3 to 2. So we almost did a 12-hour shift in the studio in Atlanta when we was there for a whole week. No food. All we had was water. And we in there for 11 hours straight.
Damn.
This is no outside interaction. That's why I tell people, like, being in the music industry is so lonely, because there's times where you're in the studio for 10, 12 hours at a time and you don't have no outside type of nothing. Right. There's also times where you're on the road for 30 days straight, no family, no friends, I miss my boo. Show. So for him to be able to do everything that he does and still be able to keep the mental strength that he has, it's big. Yeah. Because people think, artists don't go through anything. They go through the same stuff, if not worse than what we go through. Sure. So for him to be able to have the mental capacity that he has, and to be able to work as hard as he does with everything that he has going on in his life as a man, it's big.
That's real solid. That's real solid.
I fuck with that, how you worded that and described all that, for real.
Okay. So, that's my burpees. Man, I ain't doing no burpees right now. So, I saw some of the joints, right, of the touring that y'all did, like a little bit of it, right? Yeah. And I had this thought. How did people react to y'all, or it could be Mike or whatever, right? In the beginning, versus how people react to y'all now? Because
That's
I'm
crazy.
pretty sure that's a big difference.
Man.
Oh yeah.
So our
Did I
first.
catch you with a curveball?
No, you didn't. Our second show, no, I lied. Our third show was in Dallas.
Okay.
And this time last year when we went on our first tour, with Mars, we went to Dallas. Mind you, both shows was at the same venue. But the difference this time was, as compared to last time we went to the small room.
Okay.
Small room only fits about 300 to 400 people.
Really?
The room that we were in this time was the biggest room in House of Blues in Dallas, which was the capacity, I believe, of 2,600.
Oh.
So the first tour was like, okay, a couple people know who you are. Okay, that's cool. You know, we understand this is our first tour, so we don't expect,
Right.
you know, lights up everywhere. But compared to this tour, like, we just went in with 2,600 people, lights up
And
all
it
over
was
the whole
full.
entire room.
Full like a
Fans singing your song. I'm tossing the mic down to fans, letting them sing. They know songs word for word. So it's the growth is crazy.
Damn. And I as I'm hearing you saying, I can feel the difference. Like, hold on. If the room was smaller, but now everybody's jam packed in this motherfucker, and it's a bigger room, how does that feel? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like being able to witness that. Like, did you feel a way? Like, was it like, damn, this shit?
The small room, I
this
was
is
like,
crazy.
the small, because even in the small room, and I'll be completely honest, the small room didn't even sell out.
But you still got to be grateful.
Yeah,
for
of
it, though,
course.
you know what I mean?
The small room didn't sell out, but I was grateful because I'm like, okay, regardless of it sold out, 10 people, 5 people,
Right.
we're on tour, number one. Number two, this is both our first time ever being on a tour, period.
Right.
So we've never had this experience. So this is also giving us the time to learn and grow and figure out what we like and what we are able to look forward to for the rest of your career.
Mm-hmm.
So I was definitely grateful because it's not, like I said, it's, and one of my homeboys from Nashville was just saying this the other day. In Nashville, I'm literally in a group chat on Instagram with 150 DJs.
Mm-hmm.
Out of 150 DJs, only 5 of us have ever been on tour.
Damn.
That's a very, very small percentage.
Wow, that's extremely small.
So you can't take these moments like this for granted.
Hell no, you can't. Nah. That, and that's what I wanted to know from your perspective, like that versus now, because those are two drastically different things. But
Yeah.
to be able to every now and then just stop and come do a full circle moment, like, damn, nigga, we up. Like
Like,
we up.
we went from not having a green room, having to get dressed at a hotel, to now when we go on tour, we got a green room, we got waters and photographers taking pictures.
And that's hard.
And it's like, you have to be thankful for those moments because you don't know if that moment is ever going to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if you're going to go back to where you started, which was the first tour. Not saying that the first tour was bad at all because by far it wasn't.
Right.
But you don't know if you're going to go back to where it all started. So it's just like you always have to be thankful. You have to think like, for example, no knock against the baby. But you have to think, once he made the comment that he made on stage at Rolling Loud, and he got blackballed and they canceled him for the time they had him canceled, he lost endorsement deals.
Mm.
He lost contracts he had with certain companies. He got canceled on festival shows. And then he had to rebrand himself again. But that's why I always say you have to be very careful on being complacent in this industry. Because it can be gone at the drop of a dime.
True. No, that part does make sense. No, that part makes a lot of, because you can do, boy, you best just say the wrong thing, fam. Especially if you on the
Because
up.
this generation's so sensitive now.
You know what I'm
So
saying? Because you,
So
you
sensitive.
know what I'm saying? You seen what Morgan, like I said earlier, what Morgan did. They tried to cancel him out. You didn't hear from him for a year.
Yeah.
Like a good year. And he was the hottest thing in country music at the time.
And I mean,
and
it's
now,
smart to
and what's
say.
crazy is like, so I always say like, people, they do that stuff for the moment. Because the man just dropped the album, and his album been charted on Billboard for consecutive weeks.
Mhm.
Who?
Morgan Wallen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, his song's been #1 for
He's
weeks
been
now.
dropping some heat since he said.
Like,
Damn, that song last night,
he
fire.
dropping some heat.
Fire.
Like, it's just crazy how the world is. Like,
Yeah, it's just
one moment they talk about you, the next minute now your song is charted #1 on Billboard.
Yeah, that's basically, it just depends on how you react to situations.
Yeah.
Like, he could have, like, when they try to cancel him, he could have been like, you know what, I'm done. Fuck
He
it.
could have went to the media. He could have did all of that.
That's why people say it doesn't matter if it's good press or bad press.
It's
It's
press.
press.
He accepted what he did and what he said. He said, "All right, you know what? I fucked up. I made a mistake. I'm gonna keep it rolling, move forward, and move past it." Now,
Did he
yeah.
feel it, or did he just read the teleprompter? Nah, I'm joking.
He ain't no John Moran now. Come on, man.
Oh, nah. John Moran said he found God within 3 days all of a sudden.
No, yeah. So, my quick question. Because I know you've probably seen crazy shit on the road, on tour.
Yeah.
What's the craziest interaction that you and KB had with a fan?
Oh my goodness.
It don't even have to be a fan. It could be just
Like,
any,
it can be
any
anything.
situation.
It's crazy because I
really,
Well, like, say you got
I knew this question was gonna come,
and
and I told myself I wasn't going to answer this question.
I ain't gonna cap. I had that question next on God. I literally wasn't even gonna. I was just waiting patiently. I was like, here we go. Nigga.
So what's crazy is I would probably say
I mean the crazy shit like nigga.
this is most recent.
Oh, fuck. So this is like in LA recent.
No, this was even more recent than that.
Oh, shit.
We were at a show, and we was wondering why it was this one particular girl. Like, she knew every song start to finish. Like, ad-libs and all.
She wasn't
No
fucking
game.
around.
Ad-libs
She
and
wasn't
all.
fucking around.
And we was on the way back home, and he on Instagram, just scrolling. And he went through his mentions, and she in the car after the show, oh my God, KB, where you at? I thought you was gonna come off a stage and fuck me. I said, hey, yo.
She was begging for the meat sandwich on
Instagram?
So she wanted niggas.
This wasn't on the close friends either that she posted. This is on the main story. Oh my God, you so sexy. I'm ready to fuck. When you coming back?
Damn.
No.
And it's crazy though. Like, it's crazy, but it's a part of this, man. I done had times my damn self, and this was people like I know. I tell people all the time, like, it's even crazier because you would think that it would just be like, okay, they just only want to talk to him.
Yeah.
But with me being a part of his career, it's like,
yeah.
now I got people coming to me, oh my
Oh
God.
no, you collateral damage, man.
Yeah, so it's like, if one person want him, 9 times out of 10, she bringing a friend.
100%.
So we done have some experiences, man. I can't say too much, but we done have some experiences. I can't say too much. We have some experience, man.
All right.
We done have some wild. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna let it all out. We done have some experience.
Let's go, my nigga.
One time, I ain't gonna say when, but one time we was in Atlanta, and it was like we went bowling.
Okay.
We went bowling and we came back. We like, okay, mind you, we drunk. Like we done did a whole fifth of Milagros.
Crazy shit happened when you drunk.
And we laying down. We think, all right, it's time to go to bed. We gotta get up in the morning. We gotta go to Virginia. Man, mind you, we in a hotel. We in Atlanta, so we don't know what's going on. I grabbed a gun. I look at the people like. Peephole covered. I said, all right.
Oh, hell no.
I said, y'all keep playing, y'all gonna die. I'm legal. Y'all try to cover this room, break in this room, y'all not gonna leave the same.
Oh, yeah.
Next thing I hear, DeMichael, what the fuck, bitch, you got in your room? I said, whoa.
Wait a minute.
Whoa. Now I had to get up, put my shoes on, because I'm like, what's going on? Man, I done walked out the door. And motherfucker had on all black.
Oh, hell
I said,
no.
oh, man, she go kill you.
She thought he was in there smashing.
She go kill you. So, I say we done had some crazy experiences, man. We also had another crazy experience, but it wasn't like with no female or nothing like that.
Oh, yeah.
Our, we was on the way, we was leaving LA, we was going to Houston. We had a flight from LA to Houston. And everybody bags and stuff was on the flight.
Okay.
We got off the flight. Mind you, our manager was already sitting down, so she was like, all right, I need you to put my book bag in the overhead bin for me. I'm like, okay, I got you. So, us not paying attention, she thinking, okay, since I asked her to put it in, he gonna grab it out on the way out the flight.
Okay.
I get off the flight, got my bags, okay, cool. She got her suitcase, everybody got their stuff. So we like, okay, we good. We leave, we get all the way to the hotel, and she asks Mike, where my bag at? And he look in the back of the truck like, I don't see no bag. She think he playing because he play all the time. I don't see no bag.
Oh, fuck.
Mind you, the bag got our passes in them for all access.
Oh.
Our in-ears that we need when we perform. Her wallet, her passport, her MacBook, everything. And it's not a regular book bag either.
Oh.
This is a limited edition Supreme book bag.
Which means somebody will grab that motherfucker if they see it.
Left in the airplane. So now she pissed off at me because she felt like I was responsible before because she had it. I'm the one that she told to put it up. Then she mad at herself because she was like, well, at the end of the day, it's my stuff, so I should have been accountable for it.
You mad at somebody when you show mad.
So then we go back to Houston Airport. She have her girlfriend go back to Houston Airport while we at sound check. No book bag.
Damn.
That's a nice bag.
So we like, okay, we'll check back in the morning.
Oh, that bag.
Went back in the morning. No book bag. So then we call LAX. Yeah, the book bag's here. We brought it back. So then we're like, well, we got another performance tonight. We need this to be overnight shipped to the next location. So we had to have it overnight shipped to the next location. But when I say that's probably the first time I ever seen our manager like seriously like be upset, like not talk, not like we like say if we was having a conversation and I'm saying something to one of y'all and y'all just not having the best of the day and I say some stupid shit.
She was like, nah, I ain't fucking with it today.
She don't even respond.
Shut up talking to me. I don't fuck with you right now. My book bag is gone. So yeah, we done had some crazy times.
Fam, you understand? Passport is
not only that,
crazy.
but we had 10 passes, right? And they said, well, if you lose any passes, it's $300 a pass.
Oh.
Mind you, we left 6 passes in the book bag. You do the math. That's $1,800.
Damn.
That could be spent elsewhere. So we had a fair share.
So y'all got passports. So do you see you guys within a year going international?
Yeah, of course. Probably will end up. See, because two of his top stream countries is Africa and the UK.
Africa be popping and UK be popping.
Yep.
Sure.
So we'll be in one of those eventually.
The O2 arena. That's in Canada, ain't it? O2.
Possibly.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we'll be in one of those. We'll be in one of those different countries soon.
Do y'all have any upcoming tours right now?
We don't have any upcoming tours. But
y'all just grinding on the music.
Yeah, we working on getting a lot of music back right now. Because of course, you know, while you on tour, you can't really make as much music as you want to.
Yeah.
It's always good for artists to build their catalog. So then, when it's time for a label to be like, okay, well now it's time for you to drop. We ain't got you on here just to sit on the roster. You have music. So building up the catalog again, just getting everything ready because probably by I say August, September we'll be back on tour.
Okay. So by the end of summer.
Yep.
Is that normally how it works? Like tours?
We could have went back on tour next month. We could have went back on tour next month. Cause
I'm about to say, man, summer vibes be hidden.
Tink is about to do part two to the tour that we just got off of, but she's going to different cities, of course. But he tired. He tired right now. Like he was super homesick. You gotta think he got a 1-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So he like, man, I miss my baby. I miss being at home. Been gone because we went on 2 tours back to back. Like we literally had a couple days of rest in between the 2. So it's like we got off.
How long did each tour last?
The first tour was 2 weeks. The second one was a month. So roughly we was going for a month and a half.
Okay.
So you been gone for 45 days.
Yeah.
You ain't seen your daughter. You gonna start getting homesick. So
man, I get home. I get sick being with my daughter for 3 days, man.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
You know.
Hey, I wish I had that easy, my nigga. I have gone for a year at a time, my nigga.
Man.
At a time.
Man, you were deployed, weren't you?
Yeah, 3 times, my nigga, straight to Iraq. Like, I wish I could have just been gone before I found out. It'd been beautiful, my nigga. Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you, right? This is the more petty side, right?
Okay.
I got a couple more questions for you.
Okay.
Right? Like, I'm pretty sure it ain't all cherries and, smell good flowers and shit in the industry, right? So there's probably somebody you don't fuck with or you don't like, or from afar you like, fuck that nigga, I don't like that nigga. Is there anybody in the industry, DJ, whatever, that you probably see yourself having beef with? Maybe not even beef, but you just don't fuck with that nigga.
Like if they got a hold of you, like, I can't do it.
I wouldn't say beef.
And that's what I'm
more
saying.
so I don't
fuck with that nigga.
I don't like DJs that act high and mighty. And what I mean by high and mighty is, I DM you, if I text you, if I reach out to you, like, oh, I'm about to be in your city, let's connect, let's chop it up, or I want you to come to the show. Because, of course, like, yeah, we in your city, but this opportunity for you to come and get some new music, for you to play at your next club appearance.
100%.
So if I invite you and I say, okay, come pull up on me, and you say, all right, I'm gonna pull up, and then now I'm put my neck out there to tell the tour manager, all right, put his name on the list, he's gonna be here. And you don't show up. Now it make me look dumb.
Facts.
So I don't like that.
So we got the missile right here. Are we putting a name on that missile so we can send the missile out there, or are we just gonna leave it as a blank missile?
We're gonna leave it as a blank missile because it's been multiple.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Because when I go to say for example I went to Miami. If I go to Miami and I hit up the top DJs in Miami to pull up on me, and y'all all don't respond, or out of 5 of y'all only one respond.
Oh, I get it, because y'all in that group join anyway.
Exactly.
So it's like, come out here, you know what I'm saying? We get your name out there.
Exactly. So it's like, I'm reaching out to you so we can connect with you, possibly come to your club that you DJing at a nice show you love, you know, pop a couple bottles in the section, you know, play a couple, you know, and you don't respond. Now it's like, you a fake ass nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
We're not doing that.
That's crazy.
We're not doing that.
I was about to go in. I ain't gonna do it.
We're not doing that.
Them niggas called me. I'm gonna chill. All right. So, so for this year, right? Give me, and this be the last question. Where, for this year, is there a goal that y'all want to hit just for this year? Is there something you want to accomplish? Like, for example, of course you guys want to, you know, get some more concerts going, right? Even for yourself, is there a milestone that y'all want to hit this year? Like, maybe it's like 2-3 million followers. Y'all doing something with big time other artists where y'all on the concert?
We're like opening up for like.
I want personally, personal goal wise, I definitely would say, as far as like from a social aspect, I want to be at 10K by the end of this year on Instagram.
Okay.
I literally just started my Instagram last year.
Okay.
And I'm already almost at 3,000. So I want to be at 10K on Instagram by the end of this year, if not more.
This about to be past that, my nigga. I'm at like 70 right now. They about to see your shit.
Yeah, and then not only that, but I also want to be in a better position from a producing standpoint, because like I said, I'm still learning, still learning the ins and outs. But with me just becoming back to that side of the music industry, it's a lot more that you have to learn. It's a lot that goes into that. So that's from a personal standpoint. From a big standpoint, I really would like, and I think it'll happen, when he drops his LP in July. I can see it going gold. I can see it going gold, just for the simple fact that right now, as far as the industry goes, you can always tell who has the buzz, who's catching the attention of a lot of big people.
Right.
And it's not often that you just gonna see somebody's Instagram followers double in 30 days.
How many tracks you think gonna be on the LP?
Yeah, it's gonna be about 12 to 14.
Ooh. Nice.
So
okay.
If that goes gold, that means I get a plaque. That'll be my first plaque. So
get that room ready, you know what I mean? Yeah. Plaques everywhere. I like that.
That's
like
the goal.
That.
So hopefully that can go gold, so we can get a plaque, and then that'll set us up. Once you really in any genre of music, once you get a plaque, that opens up Grammy conversations. That opens up performances at BET Awards. That opens up Saturday Night Live, Jimmy Fallon. That opens up a lot of bigger doors.
Oh yeah.
So that's the goal. It only takes one, and that's what anything in the industry.
Facts.
Like, you could be an unknown rapper one day, and the next day you blew up. Like, literally, before everybody was talking about Sexy Red. If you see this is a real fact. Before everybody was talking about Sexy Red, one of my homegirls from St. Louis was like, "Yeah, you should play Sexy Red at a party." I said, "Who the fuck is that?" Because I didn't know.
Right.
And then now we fast forward to May, and now she going all over the world doing club appearances and got one of the hardest songs of the summer out right now. So it's like, it's so easy now in this industry, and it's good and bad, to blow up. Like, the right person, like, and that's why I tell people, like, now, like, if you are a person that does content, you are a person that raps, makes art, whatever you do, period. I don't care if you make t-shirts. if you have some way of making contact, if you can post on Instagram and Twitter, the chances of you blowing up is easy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also a bad thing too at the same time, and I say that because, like I said, if you don't follow up with a good performance or a good work of art, it's not gonna mean anything.
That's true.
Think about how many people that you can recall that have made a hard ass song.
Don't even know where.
And now you don't know where they at now.
Fam, I ain't gonna care. There's a really dope song I heard by this chick, and I think she's dead. Like, she may not be dead. I'm just saying, I can't find her. I can't find nothing on the chick.
Yeah.
I don't know her name. It's just a song I found, and I started putting it on some of my videos on my intro joints, and I'm like, yo, where did she get? She put one song out like 2 years ago, and the song is hard for me, like on some Floetry level type shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hard. I've been looking for, can't find her. I'm like, this girl didn't mess up, just either went to a different country or something.
Oh fuck.
Just gone. For real.
Yeah. It be like that sometimes.
All right, so look, that was all the questions I got, my nigga. Look, we got
I ain't done though.
No, I'm about to say, because we got the camera right
I
here.
like
We got the
to-
camera right there.
You took notes.
We got the
Said
camera
I
right
ain't
there.
done.
Hey, this is your time to get
Not
your shit
done,
off.
man.
Whatever you got, it's all yours, my nigga.
I want everybody that's viewing this to know, no matter what you do in life, no matter what angle you take, entrepreneurship, whatever, put yourself first. We live in a generation where mental health is a very, very, very big issue.
Facts.
And you have to stay on top of that. And we can get complacent, we can get frustrated, annoyed, hurt by not seeing our progress or the fruits of our labor. But you have to stay consistent. You have to remain consistent because nothing in life that's worthwhile is going to come easy. And I could have gave up multiple times. I could have said, okay, well, I don't see this happening or I don't see this coming at the point that I want it to come. But I stayed consistent. Of course, keep God first. That's mandatory in anything that I do. And you're going to see it eventually. You might not see it when you want to, or when you expect to, but it'll come. It'll definitely come. Because, and I tell people this, when I first started DJing, I didn't think I was going to be at where I am now. I didn't think I would be in front of 2,000, 10,000, 4,000, 5,000 people every night. I didn't think I would be able to be in the same rooms as a lot of people's favorite celebrities and having casual conversation with them, and we treating each other like we've been knowing each other for years. I didn't think a lot of this stuff was going to be happening. But with my faith and with me just staying connected and being confident in myself, I was able to get there. So that's big.
Huge.
That's big.
See, that's why I like you. Because at the end of the day, like a couple years ago, it doesn't matter. Like, if people were sitting there saying, nah, DJ, Kobe ain't gonna do nothing, you kept making plays.
Yeah.
You kept making plays and kept making plays. Even if you've seen artists out there that you know that you're better than, and they're out there getting exposure, you just kept making plays, and then now look at you.
Man, I promise you, I sat on my mom's couch about this time last year, and one of my boys, shout out Mouse.
Mm-hmm. Mouse?
Yeah, that's his DJ name.
DJ Mouse.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
He had ended up going on tour with. He actually just became a DJ for a major artist in YSL, Free Thug. And he ended up going out of the country. I was like, damn, I've been DJing for a major artist longer than him. Why the fuck I'm not? But I had to sit back and I had to say to myself, no, you can't act like that.
Right.
Not because, oh, my nigga doing something that I want to be doing. It was more so, I know that this just may be his time that God has set for him. And you can't get caught up in what he's doing to forget the fact that God might either have the same thing or something bigger for you later down on the road. You just not being patient enough.
Right.
So we can get so complacent and so down at times on ourselves because we think that we're doing something the right way and we're taking the right necessary steps to get to where we want to be, but it may just not be our time.
True.
And you have to be okay with that. I could have gave up, but you know.
Speaking of giving up, right? And I noticed he didn't ask this question, so I'm gonna ask it. Fuck it. What is up with this shit with Danville with the mayor, my nigga? Like what? Like,
Oh, you did say you was gonna talk about that.
I was low key gonna let this whole shit go by, but my nigga didn't bring it up. I'm like, I'm gonna ask it. What is this? Like, I don't know what. Like,
I wouldn't
Can you break it down for
even
people that don't
necessarily say.
understand?
I wouldn't even 100% pinpoint it on the mayor, and the reason why is because I brought Mike to Danville back in January. Mind you, this was at the time where like I said, the last 6 months of my life have been hectic.
Okay.
I wasn't even in the state of Illinois. I was all the way in Atlanta for
Hold
a
on,
whole week.
Pause that, because before he gets into it, right, I want you to understand something. Apparently, he been trying to throw like all types of concerts,
events.
all types of shit, and they keep shutting this man down when you're bringing money to the city. So this is what he's talking about.
Yeah, so we were I was in Atlanta and I got in a phone call. Mind you, I had just woken up. This is like 9-10 in the morning. Anybody know me, they would tell you I don't wake up until noon.
Okay.
I don't wake up until noon because I stay up so late. So when I don't have anything to do, I'm not waking up early. So I woke up at 10 that morning. Mind you, I'm all the way in Atlanta. I'm at my homeboy house, and I get a phone call. It was like, yeah, the mayor and the chief of police just came by and was like, we can't do this venue. Like, it's absolutely no. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is, mind you, this is 24 hours before the event.
That's
I'm all the way in Atlanta. What can I necessarily do? Because I am a whole 8 hours away from Danville. There's nothing that I can do. I can't go talk to him. There's nothing that I can do within 24-hour period to make sure this is a success. Mind you, I've already paid X, Y, and Z people. I've already paid
that's
venues.
what I was about to say. If it's
like,
24 hours out, niggas ain't got paid.
You know, I've already done all the groundwork for this. I already sold $4,000 worth of tickets. Like, what more do y'all expect me to do?
Right.
And I was like, you know what? Okay, cool. So I got off the phone with him. I'm like, let me make a couple phone calls. So I ended up calling my boy. I was like, bro, I need this venue. Like, it has to happen. I cannot.
A different venue?
Yeah. I was like, I have to go to a different venue because they're not going to allow me to do this venue for whatever reason. I don't know. But we have to make sure this happens because if not, it's going to be a bad look on myself or my business partners, and it's going to look just going to be terrible. They're not going to come to events that I throw if I don't allow this to go off.
Yeah.
So it ended up having to be a last minute thing where we had to literally come out of our money come out of our pocket extra money than what we anticipated to switch the whole entire venue. Then along with switching that venue, it was now you can no longer have alcohol. You can no longer allow them to smoke.
But this happened once. This happened a couple times.
And to add on, he had people buying bottles pre-service of this party. And
right.
Now you can't.
So now I either got to refund y'all or I got to come up with an alternative to make sure that y'all are okay. So now I'm rushing back into town. Phone blowing up. My phone is on Do Not Disturb. The only way you can reach me is if you call me twice. So now everybody blowing my phone up. I'm not only getting the calls from people that's coming, I'm getting a call from business partner. I got Mike calling me like, what's up? Mind you, this is my artist, so if anybody expected to be professional, it's me. So I'm like, hold up, bro. I need you to just give me about 2-3 hours. Let me get this figured out, and I'm going to call you back, keep you updated. So now it's our manager calling me. What the hell is going on? What's the hold up? So now I got that going on. I'm in the middle of switching all of my decorations to a whole other venue across town. All within a couple hours. Mind you, I got back to Danville probably at 6 that evening.
Yeah, you got back.
We were supposed to have meet and greet started at 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
At 9 o'clock, we were still building the stage in the other venue.
Oh.
Still putting up sections in the other venue.
So
Still putting up decorations in the other venue.
Who was the one that was hating then? Or do we not still
apparently, for whatever reason, I don't believe it. But the mayor's office supposedly got over 90-something calls that the event was going on and they didn't want it going on. They felt like somebody was going to come shoot the venue up. But this is my thing. I've been throwing events and parties in Danville since my freshman year of college.
Mm-hmm.
Not one time has it ever been a fight at one of my parties or events, a shooting at one of my parties or events. And the reason being, number one, is because damn near all of Danville knows and has respect for me.
Mm-hmm.
Number one. Number two, I have security at every single event that I have.
Okay.
Not just one or two. When I brought Mike to Denver, we had 10 security guards.
Sheesh.
We had 2 outside. We had 2 at the door. We had 4 inside. We had 2 out the back.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me that there's a reason why that the events keep getting canceled.
That's crazy.
It's either you allowing, and this is no disrespect to anybody, you can't tell me that the residents of Danville, y'all can't tell me that oh, this is the reason why we keep calling up there. You've never heard my name in any mess in Danville, period. Number one, because I'm never there. Number two, because when I am there, people don't know. I never tell people where I'm at or what I'm doing. You just gonna either see it on social media or you gonna see me outside and you be like, oh, somebody know you was back. But for them to keep canceling events is crazy. And that's really the reason why right now, like, for example, we plan on my birthday bash out. Everything is already solidified. Artists already have contracts. Everybody's already ready. I haven't begun really promoting it because venue. I can't get a venue, number one. Number two, the venue that we used last time, I called him. He was like, well, I wouldn't mind you guys using it, but the mayor and the city, the chief of police, they keep coming up here and harassing me. Like, what are we doing all of this for?
Wow.
Everything in this building is up to code. There's nothing, bathrooms, and like everything is fully up to code. So what is the purpose? You mean to tell me if, and this is, like I said, again, no disrespect, but if my Caucasian friends threw an event at the park, you wouldn't have the mayor or the chief of police calling up there harassing them about why this is going on or why is this many people up here. You wouldn't have that going on. So why would that even be an issue?
But also,
you see what I'm doing. The mayor, you see what I'm doing. And the reason why I know you see what I'm doing is because the day after my event, you called my dad and told my dad, okay, I want to be with your son. I see what he's doing. I'm glad it went for success. And it's even, and the reason why I know it's even more so him feeling like he don't want people on his back is because that same night we had the event, we didn't even call the police. The police showed up on their own free will and help us get everybody out of the building, get everybody safe to their cars. So you can't tell me it's the police don't want you to do it, they feel this and that. It's something else that you're not saying.
Yeah. And you're right, because the night we what was it last year? I was doing security out. He was doing DJ. I was doing security. The shooting that happened. That had nothing to do with us. Like you said, we do security. We check everybody. Where that shooting happened at?
In the parking lot outside.
I know it happened outside where we had no control of it. So the mayor can't sit there and say that we don't have control of that because the shooting that happened multiple people got hit. That was outside. That had nothing to do with us. So mayor can't sit there and say that we don't take precautions when it comes to those events. He can't. Because that had nothing to do with us.
Most definitely. It's just, I don't know. I think it's more than anything, and this is probably the biggest reason why I say this is my last summer even attempting to do events in Danville is primarily just because I'm a big person on not stressing.
Right.
I got a team in place. Because I'm 9 times out of 10, even though I'm throwing an event, I'm probably not going to be there until the day of to be able to be hands-on. So I shouldn't have to get phone calls while I'm away, working, handling other things. There's something that's going on, or that's just extra. That's extra. And the worst part about it is nobody's paying for these events. I'm paying for these events. These events are costing me out of pocket. So if something goes wrong, that's a loss that I have to take. Not the city, not the mayor, not the police. Y'all can be concerned. I'm not mad at you being concerned. I would be concerned too if it was my city and there was a big event going on. But concern shouldn't turn into being scared. Concern should be, okay, we know you have an event this night. Let's have X, Y, and Z amount of patrol officers in this area to make sure everything goes smoothly. Or let me talk to him before so I can see exactly what's going on so I can be a little bit more comfortable in what's going on. But for you to just cancel an entire event because you feel like X, Y, and Z is going to go on? That's kind of
that's crazy. But also, here's the thing you don't know, Joe, because before we head out, what happened with the story with Nook when he came to Danville?
So the reason why the Nook concert got shut down, and this, once again, for whatever reason, now we scared. I don't understand it.
So same story.
Yeah, pretty much same story. I was all the way, I think we were leaving from New York. Yep, we was leaving from New York. We were probably in Pennsylvania when I called. I called Sonny. He was DJing the event for that night, and I asked. I said, "What happened?" And he was like, "Well, basically, they just came and." He said, "Well, this time it was different when they came. Police came in riot suits." I said, "Riot suits?
What?
Riot suits to a concert?" I said, "Did anybody just try to break in or?"
That sounds like that's specifically targeted, though.
Riot suits, like. That's absurd, bro. It ain't a drug deal going on. Ain't nobody out here doing nothing extreme. people just try to go to a concert and enjoy themselves.
I'm gonna make sure I clip the fuck out of this one. Like this was gonna be clipped.
Like
this is nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And it's happening even more now because they see that. I would say that they see the success. When I brought Mike to Danville, we sold out within 2 hours. Like, my brother came to me. Mind you, I'm running around with like a chicken with my head cut off. Because, yes, my artist is coming, so I have to DJ for him, but I also have to understand on the business side, this is my event. I'm throwing this. I have to make sure everything is moving well. And my brother came to me, I said about 11:45, bro, we can't let anybody else in. Mind you, the capacity of Rabbit Town was 450 people.
Mm-hmm.
And he like, yeah, bro, it's another 150 people outside trying to
Damn.
I don't know what to tell them. It's nothing that we can do. It's either we be okay with the 450 people that's in here and we just be like, okay, we cool with the money we made, which we made a good amount of money, or we take a risk of the police actually really coming to shut it down. And I wasn't willing to take that risk. So it's just, I don't know. I want to be able to take the necessary steps to have that conversation with the mayor and the chief of police to get everything solved and done, because it's nothing for the youth to do. You can't expect for there to be no shootings, to be no violence, to be no loitering or anything if you don't give anybody anything to do. It's just not going to happen.
And see, that's the thing.
Because Danville Arts in the Park, no disrespect.
Oh, fuck.
The Danville Arts in the Park and the rock and roll concerts downtown is not going to do it in a town full of African Americans. It's not going to do it.
No.
It's not going to do it. You have to give people something to look forward to. Because honestly, even on a exclusive tip, I wasn't even gonna bring Mike back to Danville. My next person that I was bringing to Danville was Finesse 2 times, and I was gonna rent out the Civic Center. But the only reason why I didn't even waste my time doing that is because, number one, the Civic Center has already been known for not wanting to do certain concerts with certain people. I didn't even want to have that conversation.
Yeah, we have a whole arena in Danville that has that.
And it's just like, why would I even invest $60,000, $70,000 into an event and then it to get shut down last minute because we don't feel safe?
Last minute is crazy.
Yeah, because didn't Taiwan bring a high-end rapper for?
Yeah.
Who was it?
He was supposed to be having Stunnerville Vegas, Twista. I want to say it was a female artist, and he had like some celebrity host. And they shut it down last minute.
And we had to go to Indianapolis. We had
to cancel the event and move it back 2 weeks.
Yeah, we had to go to Indianapolis that weekend, didn't we? Because you were there. Yeah, we had to go all the way to Indianapolis for it.
That's nasty.
So it's just
and this you gotta think this is a place where it's a civic center. So good security is there, metal detectors, security guards. What's the fucking issue? Why can't we throw the event? If there's all precautions, everything's getting taken care of, why can't we throw the event still?
Because we was even gonna do my birthday bash in a park, like how Rolling Loud is set up. We was going. My dad's good friend out here, his name is Brian Knox. He does big festivals like all over the world. He literally ships his trailer of all of his equipment, like a semi-trailer. He ships his trailer, he pays for it to get put on a boat, and he ships it overseas when he have overseas festivals and stuff he has to do. And we was gonna pay him to come do the whole setup, multiple stages. It was literally gonna be set up like Roll Loud. It was gonna be a main stage, it was gonna be 2 different stages on other sides of the park.
Wow.
And we was gonna do it like that. But why would I do that? Why would I spend all of this money to do this for me to not even be able to enjoy myself because I'm too busy worried about,
second time I'd heard these clowns. The last podcast I heard how clown these niggas are. So, Danville, y'all gotta get y'all shit together. This sounds nasty.
And I know it gets to you because you're from Danville, and I know how you want to put on for Danville, put Danville on the map because I know how much you love that city.
I'm big on making an impact. And me and Mike literally just had this conversation not too long ago. And this is the first time we ever had this conversation because, of course, being a rapper, you're not going to want anybody in your team to be in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. And
this was like 3 a.m. in the hotel. Like, we literally just talking. He was like, be honest with me, bro. He's like, what are you in this for? Like, why me? Like, what are you in this for? You here for the clout, the money, the fame? What are you here for? I said, bro, DJ, period. I'm in it for impact. I don't do none of this for the money. Yes, the money is good. Yes, the money helps me pay my bills, but I'm not in it for money. I'm in it because I'm big on making an impact on people younger than me. If anybody would have told me in high school that I could make money doing something that I love and be passionate about it and go to school for it, I would have did that. It took for me to get to college start doing what I love for me to realize, well, I don't need this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I tell people. Like, I literally told them, I forgot what tour show it was. I think I was in Washington D.C. And I told them, I said, this was before the set even started, and God just had put it on my heart. And I was like, I got on the mic and I was like, I want everybody in here to know, don't ever let anybody tell you are a failure for dropping out of college. Because I could have stayed in college. I had a year left. I dropped out my senior year. And a lot of people were like, why would you do that? You had 1 year left. All you had to do was finish. It's a bigger goal in mind.
Right.
Yes, someday I will finish my college education. But right now, there's a bigger impact that needs to be made. And I made my impact in college already. I was able to see the change that I was able to make on people and people to follow their dreams. I did that already. That's why I tell people I can't stay in one place at one time, because I know it's bigger fish to fry.
No, that's super facts right there. I mean, a lot of people won't even get to that point until they graduate.
Yeah.
But for you to get to that point already mentally and be like, nah, I already got what I need to get, that speaks volumes. Okay. Mm-hmm. I like that. Well, I mean, if you got some more shit to get off, you can get it off, my nigga. Like, I got nothing else to ask. Like,
cool.
This shit
I appreciate you coming on here for
this
me,
shit
man.
was gold, my nigga.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, and make
sure y'all go follow me, man.
Y'all
need to go follow me on Instagram. We on the road to 10K right now.
I was just about
You
to say.
got TikTok too, don't you?
At
Make sure
DJ
y'all
underscore
follow
YBK.
him.
Yep.
Say it again.
Instagram at DJ underscore YBK. I'm gonna get y'all my TikTok right now.
There you
I'm
go.
just now starting to drop content on
I
TikTok.
will have the link at the bottom in the description. So it'll be his, it'll be Mike's, and then probably a couple of other songs so you can listen to it, so you can get familiar with some of the music that they got going on right now. So definitely stay tuned, fam, for sure.
And then on TikTok, you can follow me at I am DJ YBK, all lowercase.
Yep.
Very nice. Hey, well, y'all know the deal, man. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Make sure that you are liking, commenting, and sharing this content, man.
Yes,
and with
sir.
that being said, man, peace.
Later.
That was hard. I ain't gonna cap, bro. That was hard right there. Let me